Show. It's 102.5 The Bone. Good morning, everybody. It is Tuesday, November 12th, 2024, and we're coming to you live. How's everybody doing today?
Good.
Good. Had a good day yesterday.
Yeah?
I did nothing but nap.
Oh, that's nice.
I know. I feel refreshed.
I feel like it should be raining to nap all day, though.
Well, I didn't nap all day, but I did get a good nap in.
Do you go with do you add the CPAP thing on during the naps
100%.
too? Okay.
100%. Gio, if I try to sleep without that now, I go when I'm sleeping. Like I wake myself up. It's ridiculous.
I do that, and I probably need the mask.
I'm telling you, I don't know what you're putting it off for because here's what they do. I'm telling this is for Gio and every guy out there that's listening that didn't want to sleep with a mask or didn't know what it was like. And I toss and turn. I sleep on my right. I sleep on my left. I sleep on my back. Doesn't constrict anything. They give you a home thing now. You go home. You hook it up to your chest or whatever you do. You go to sleep normal. The next day they tell you need the mask, and then they send it to you. Some guy actually came to my house who happened to be a listener of the show. Came to my house, set it up for me, got it all ready to go, and at night I put it on, and I was like, okay. Third night I was sleeping like a baby. And now, if I don't have it, I don't know how I survive without it.
Yeah.
I mean, it is a absolute 100% game changer on how you sleep at night and how you feel the next day. And for people, for people who are getting older, the strain that it puts on your heart to not have that oxygen while you're sleeping at all, it makes it a 1,000 times worse. And it'll affect your blood pressure and all the other stuff.
My wife says several times throughout the night she thinks I'm dying.
That's not good.
That's not good for sure.
Can I tell you what's really weird is he was like that. Galvin was the most insane snorer I've ever heard in my life.
That's when you guys sleep together?
Yeah. But and the more you cuddle, the louder he gets.
Right, yeah, I see that.
When we went to Ireland, when I first met him, was really the first time I ever heard him snore. And he would be like, because he'd be silent for like 6 seconds, then he'd come back with a, yeah, it was monstrous, man.
When we went to the Super Bowl for Radio Row down in Miami, John Brennan and I shared a hotel room, and the next morning he goes, dude, you die like 7 times an hour. He goes, it's crazy. He goes, it got to the point where it was just, I couldn't sleep, and I was just sitting there listening, watching it. It was wild, whatever. Well, I got a sleep mask, so my doctor said, yeah, you probably need that, so I got that. I actually had to go to a place.
Yeah, I did too, but they don't do that. They don't have to do that now anymore.
Okay, where they had like the class and stuff, and they have old guys. Which button are you pushing? And it's like, oh, Jesus, this could be 3 minutes, but it's going to take an hour because of other people. But then I started running and started losing weight and everything. And my doctor said, yeah, you're good. You don't need that. My wife actually, now that I sleep, she goes, yeah, you're nowhere near what it used to be.
Once you started running, I've never heard you snore like that ever before, you know? And I mean, you could doze off in a chair and you'd snore before.
Oh, yeah. And wake myself up exactly like that, where I'd be snoring, hear it, know somebody was making noise, and then do that. So yeah, it was wild.
I used to say it looked like he was trying to eat pies. He'd be sleeping and he'd go,
yeah, my brother Tim was really bad and he falls asleep like mid-sentence. He could be like, and then be out, but then he'll do the long, like you hear, and then nothing, and then
that's
like
not
that.
good.
Yeah.
Does Tim use a mask?
Yeah,
now?
he does. And it says it's great.
The other thing you were saying about falling asleep mid-sentence, I could tell you that when Amanda and I were dating, I'd be done in the morning, and then she would have a job. She worked like a corporate job. And afterwards, they'd be like, hey, we're going for drinks or whatever. And be like, all right, I come with you. And I'd go to the bar and I'd fall asleep at the bar.
Yeah.
I'd fall asleep. We went to a bowling alley one time. I fell asleep at the bowling alley. You just can't stay awake. You're exhausted.
Like, recently I've been going to, in the last few years, going to so many different concerts and shows and everything. Is because I can.
Yeah.
Like before, I was just like, I'm tired. I just don't want it because you're not getting any restful sleep whenever you're sleeping at night. And By the way, this is not a big commercial.
No.
CPAP, it's not like and try our new sponsor.
I was going to say the same thing. This is not a commercial, but it is kind of because if anybody has any questions or anything, only because of how much I know it changed my life, and especially people as you get older, it's harder for people to sleep. They're always complaining not being able to fall asleep. I fall asleep like nothing, like magic. So, there you go. That's your
All right.
your daily
Health
dose
tip of the day.
You've
Yep.
convinced me.
Yeah. Well, you especially.
Yeah.
Yeah, if your wife is telling you it sounds like you're dying in your sleep, yes, you should definitely see a doctor.
Tells me all the time.
But she says she hopes you die. in your sleep. It's
maybe that.
entirely
Yeah.
different
She
situation.
says I just like stop and it's just like just dead silence.
Oh, details to be released on new music festival at Raymond James Stadium. You know what it is?
Oh.
It's a big country concert.
Oh.
No, I know what it is.
No, I know. No, this is a festival.
Oh,
I know
it
what
is?
you're talking about.
It's not that?
No.
That's a different thing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I can't talk about that.
Speaking of music,
It's a good thing you started talking. It's a good thing I mean, I got hypnotized. I was like, we can't talk about that.
I was told not to talk about
speaking
it.
of music festivals, so Rockville that happens down in Daytona, I don't think I'm going to go this year. It's looks like it's not going to be my style
No,
of
they're
stuff.
definitely going for I think a different age group.
So I had already booked a hotel, that I could cancel, whatever. But I book it before they even announce. I know when the dates are kind of around so I do it. But anyways, and I make sure that it's a free cancellation thing where you can cancel, 7 days out and no big deal. They don't charge you or anything like that. I got to charge. So the place, I guess, got hurricane damage, is closed down.
Oh, wow.
The hotel. And canceled my reservation. And I was like, oh, okay, no big deal, whatever, because I actually had another hotel that I switched to. And then charged my card. And I go, what? I wasn't even there.
Yeah,
It's free cancellation. What do we? So I called my credit card company and I told them which one. And they go, what charge is it here? Yeah, okay. And she goes, that's a credit. And I go, what do you mean it's a credit? And she goes, they credited you that amount. And I go, oh, okay. I go, okay. Talk to you later then.
Galvin was bitching about this yesterday off the air. Yeah.
But how is it my fault? What do you mean? So they must have taken money out before,
Right,
without
to
me
hold.
knowing.
Yeah.
To hold.
So they gave you.
Yes.
So you have they gave you like a credit for.
No, they gave me the money back.
Oh, okay. I
So
thought they credited you like a free room.
But it had like a minus thing, and it had the amount and stuff. So I just assumed that they took the money out. And she goes, "No, that's
Right.
the credit." And I go, "Well, talk to you later."
Thank you.
All right,
That's so funny.
that works.
Carmen, how are you doing today?
I'm good. I'm tired. Very sleepy.
Should
CPAP.
take a
Carmen.
nap.
CPAP. Yeah.
I wish. Yeah, I definitely am going to need a nap today. I think I just have anxiety. I'm going to the doctor.
Oh.
I get my test results back.
What did you?
Pregnancy.
Something going wrong, or just a checkup, or what?
Just a checkup with my hormones because
Yeah.
I've always been, all
Yeah.
that stuff. So
More man.
Yeah. He is.
All right.
Just because everything, I've never been regular, and now I am, and just everything. There's a bunch of things that are linked to hormones problems and stuff. So I went and got them checked, and today I get the results.
Huh.
And I don't. And of course, they're like, we can't do them over the phone. You have to come into the office. So I shall see. But yeah, just a little, I don't like waiting.
I'm never fearful. I always assume that it's gonna be good stuff. They're gonna go, "Oh, we figured this out," or "This is."
I think the worst of everything.
I don't. I
Yeah.
don't know why.
See, I don't think the worst. I hate not knowing.
Yeah.
I hate when
you'll
someone.
know. You'll know today.
I know, but not knowing and knowing someone knows and they could have just told me on the phone, like, why do you got to do this? You have the results. Just tell me. You know what I mean? Like, that is just tell
You
me.
have to come in. That's the problem.
Yeah.
It's not. It's a money thing. But
Yeah. Usually, if they see something bad, they let you know right away.
They're gonna. I think they'll probably open up with some other questions, like, "How many times a day do you go to Wawa?"
Yeah.
we see Wawa in your blood.
Yes.
I love that. It's still my favorite thing is wah wah wah. Hold on one second.
What do you got going on? Can we talk about?
Is this a secret concert?
Yeah, I was gonna say, are you asking? Can we please?
What is it?
I can't.
Well, this is
Carmen,
crap.
I get in. We could tell you.
Carmen, you should have gone to dinner.
Yeah.
Secret dinner conversation.
Yeah.
We can
Couldn't
tell
make it.
you.
Had to work.
You're not gonna like it at all. You want me to tell you? I'll text you right now.
Okay. Yeah. No, I don't care. See,
Justin Bieber is coming. We'll tell you in a second.
But that's what I'm saying, like stuff like that. If you just tell me like it's not a big deal, you won't like it. Like me, that's fine.
Carmen, you know
what I
me.
mean?
If it was some, I thought some gay. Sorry, I take
Whoa.
that back. I shouldn't say gay. Some I'm trying so hard not
Girly,
to use slur. Yeah, but something that I would like. I was going to say
Right.
some gay concert that I would love. Then I would tell you in a second.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. Like, okay, now I don't care because I know you're probably right. And the second I hear it, I'm like, whatever. Gio, you shut your mouth.
I'm texting
Today's
right now.
not the day. I will drive over there and punch you in the face.
Oh,
Calm down.
Hormones.
You should see
Calm
the
down,
doctor.
hormones. I was going to say, this is not a concert you'll go to.
That is not what you were gonna say.
That's 100% what I was going to say.
No.
Your
I
hormones are out of whack.
I can
Oh.
see it on your face.
Carmen, I just
You're
sent
a
it to you.
drag.
I just sent it to you.
Yeah.
Carmen responded to Gio. She said, you know.
Yeah.
You know.
All right, Carmen, I sent it to you. Let's get your reaction.
Okay.
Because don't say anything yet. Our reaction was, wow, awesome.
Yeah.
I think you texted the wrong Carmen.
No, you're the only Carmen in my thing.
I know that's not true.
I'm looking at it right now. It went through to you.
Carmen's going to be like,
I'm telling you. I'm telling you.
Totally. Like her phone decided she won't even care about this.
Right, yeah. Not even
Yeah,
delivering
my
it.
phone knew. I'm just okay. Here it is. Oh, cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
Have fun, guys.
Mhm.
We'll see
Cool
you
for
then.
us, though, right?
Yeah.
Cool for us.
Yeah.
Not cool for you.
That'd be a great night.
Yeah.
You guys are gonna have so much fun together.
Put it this way. I'm going to put out a hint. Oh, here we go.
No, you
No.
Here we go. That's all I'm going to say.
Oh, you're going to give that's an obvious hint.
Yeah.
We announced Metallica coming to the show. Right?
Okay.
To the Tampa.
This would be like the next best thing. Like after Metallica, or even maybe sometimes before Metallica to some people.
yeah.
This is the next big band. Okay?
Yeah.
That's it. That's all I'm
It's a
saying.
huge band. Obviously, they're playing.
No, I didn't say where.
Nah, I mean,
No,
No.
it's Coldplay level.
Oh, man.
I mean, Gio.
Man.
Stadiums.
That's a reach.
That's all I'm saying. Anyway, let's move on before we get in trouble,
Okay.
which happens a lot.
When do they announce that?
Listen, you're bringing me back to it every
Yeah,
time.
okay, I'm sorry.
I don't know. No one's officially told me anything.
I thought it was today.
Not today. That's the answer.
They said-
Not right now.
They said Tuesday at 6:15.
Congratulations. There was only 2 of you.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
So I do this thing every Sunday. I talk to AI, artificial intelligence, on Facebook, AIFB. And I say,
Meta.
yeah, create me as a picture of whatever it is. And every Sunday I do a Buccaneer themed picture that also incorporates the opponent that we're playing.
I'm going to write it down because I already know.
I knew when I made it. So I said, create me as an old school Western 49er in a Tampa Bay Buccaneers uniform. So it put me in a Buccaneers uniform, gave me a miner's hat, and put me in a cave. And I was like, that's perfect. I said, make me a hunter with a Buccaneers uniform on that just killed a falcon. And it was hard. You got to word it the right way.
Yeah.
And instead, I ended up with a bunch of dead birds all around me. And I'm like, all right, that works too, So I do that every Sunday. And sometimes they're funny, and sometimes they're just pictures, and I just put it up there to be silly. And I also am experimenting with the AI, trying to dial it in and figure out exactly what you have to say. So I said to AI, you write it down yet?
Yeah.
I said to AI the other day, I said, make me in a picture with a salute to veterans for Veterans Day. Oh, no. But no.
Oh, okay. Then I know, I know the second thing is.
Now you know.
Yeah.
And I looked at it, and it's a badge at the top, and it says, thank you, veterans. Yep.
Yeah.
It says, thank you, veterans. And then it has the Mike Calta Show American flag logo. And then it has a picture of me in green army type fatigues saluting the veterans. And I looked at it, and I went, all right, that's stupid. That's perfect. And I almost sailed, and I went, you know what? It's a military uniform. Are people going to give me stolen valor issues? It's an AI photo, and I'm like, it's not me. People are clearly, I have not been in the military. I talk about how much we appreciate the military, and I'm like, I just let it fly. And sure enough, I got 2 emails. One guy said stolen valor, which I think he might be joking, and then the other woman said, I don't know. I'm not mad, but my husband was in the military, and I don't know why you had to wear a uniform. And I said, okay, it's the same thing with the Buccaneers. Have you ever looked at the picture of me with the Buccaneer
Sure,
stuff?
yeah.
They're not Buccaneer uniforms. They're pewter and red, and they don't even have English on them. And sometimes the numbers are not even numbers.
Because
But you're imitating it. Stolen valor.
well, did you have any wives of football players? Do they call you up and yell at you about having a football?
No.
Exactly.
Clearly not an NFL player.
Yeah.
Nobody is more highfalutin and riding on the high horse than a military wife.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen military wives that think they should get a discount?
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
And all this different stuff. But anyways, I looked at it and I looked at the medal and I go, I wonder if any of those medals are from like a different country or what the thing is. I was wondering, you look like Fidel Castro.
Yeah, the whole idea is it's supposed to be silly. I'm not like I'm the first person that. How many times have I said the words to military people? Thank you. That's something I could never do.
Literally yesterday. Literally yesterday.
Yeah. So I just thought it was funny.
Yeah.
People get bent out of shape.
It's wild though. What is your life that you have time to sit down and shoot off an email to a guy who was trying to say thank you to veterans and had a AI picture of him saluting in a military uniform?
It's not even a military. If I was in a Marine uniform or an Army uniform or something, I'm in a green fatigues with fake medals on. Like I'm not even trying to wear like a Medal of Honor or anything to make a joke. I don't know. It's just funny. I'm not mad about it. I just thought it was a silly thing to react
I thank
to.
you for your service.
Thank you, Gio. How many jobs out there? Like here is a downside to this job, and it's not a bad downside. I'm just pointing out what it is. If you get reprimanded for something at your job, chances are nobody will ever know about it except for you and your bosses, or maybe the couple of people that work around you. You know what I mean? If I get in trouble on this job, a lot of times it will make the news. You know what I mean? Like if something happens to me or I get suspended or I'm not here for a couple of days, it starts coming up like what. And Lord knows over the years I've been doing this job, I've been in trouble a couple of times. Nothing ever serious. I've never gotten arrested for anything. I've never been accused of anything like that. It's just always the only time that I've ever gotten in trouble were for things that I've said on the show, right? Can you think of anything? Like I've never done anything. I've only said stuff.
And they'll always use the word shock jock.
Yep.
And then they'll do a story and they'll show the UV meters.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable.
VU meters.
Or VU meters.
UV meters has me in a suntan.
Yeah. VU meters.
Yeah. So I just thought I think it's kind of funny that this is one of the things of this job. I did always worry about that when Joey was in high school. I'm like, what if I get in trouble now? And because I've been like the lead story on the news before. I've been, bad, but nothing bad. And a lot of times it's always stuff associated with me. It's not necessarily me. And anyway, I thought about that. The other thing is the other downside to this job is, and thank God I'm 53 years old, is the end of this job is coming.
Yes.
The end of it is coming rapidly. I'll never forget when I was an intern for FLZ. I was out on a road at a gig on 34th Street somewhere at a car dealership with Marty McFly. Oh. Marty McFly. It was Hawk Harrison and Marty McFly. You remember those guys, Joe?
Yes, I do.
And Marty and I were out there, and Marty was reading a paper, not a newspaper, but some sort of paper, whatever. And he was like, "Oh, hit a real deep for it. This isn't good. This isn't good." And I go, "What is it?" And he goes, "Well, they passed this law now, which means that companies can own more than 2 radio stations or 3 radio stations, whatever it was." And I go, I didn't understand the business at all. And I go, "Why is that a big deal?" And he goes, "Because now they're going to consolidate, and it means only people that super talented people are going to be the ones that survive. Everybody else is going to be out of a job because one company is going to own everything." And I went, "Oh, cool." I had no idea what he was saying. I didn't get the grasp the how important that was to the future of radio or what it means and who it would affect. I was hanging banners and carrying CDs.
Just happy to be there.
Right. I didn't know nothing. And also didn't know that I'd have a future in radio. I just thought that I was there to learn some stuff, So now I look at it, and Gio, right before we went on the air, there's this industry news magazine, I guess it's online. I don't know what you call it anymore, but it's the Radio and Music Pros, and it gives you the update on what's happening around in the business. And the headline is KFI AM 640, which is one of the biggest AM news stations in the country. Entire axes entire news department.
Oh.
I'm not laughing at that. I'm
Yeah.
just saying the thought of that is ridiculous. Ramp has learned that News Talk KFI AM 640 Los Angeles has disbanded its entire 22-person news department, including longtime news director and 30-year station veteran Chris Little. Holy Christ! I mean, this whole industry is just falling apart.
Yeah.
Because mostly they don't know how to react to how times are changing. That's the one thing that's made this show the most successful is it changes with the time. So, there was a day when we did a show in afternoons where we had strippers coming in every Friday, and and then that stuff kind of doesn't become fun anymore, and we get older and times change, and nobody really wants to hear dumb naked girls talking on the air. If you can't see them, it's not really good radio, and then it moves on to something else, and then we evolve with the times, and that's just how life goes. And there were words that we used on the air 20 years ago that we will never use now, or slips out every once in a while, like I did this morning. That just the society doesn't want that. That's how you stay relevant. That's why you're if you're a radio show and you were off the air for a while and you came back and you're still trying to do stuff that was cool in the 90s, it isn't very successful for you. It's just not how it works. You got to keep changing with the times. But man, I mean, there's no need anymore for a 22-person news department. I remember I worked in the building when I was an intern. It had FLA and FLZ, and FLA had a full news department. They had a 24-hour news update guy or girl. They had 24-hour traffic, and then they had people in there that were reporters. So they'd go, the city water department says there's a flood problem somewhere. Out on the scene was Eben Brown, our news radio guy, and he'd be out there and is reporting live. Eben Brown, News Radio 970 WFLA, and you'll never see that anymore.
No.
Never.
Well, you don't need it.
No.
Well, you didn't really need it before,
Right?
I mean, but now.
But but that was before we had the 24-hour news life that we have now.
They were the only 24-hour news life, yeah.
But a lot
But
of it was also local stuff. It wasn't national stuff.
True, yeah.
Right, but now there are so many outlets that do 24-hour news because we have the ability to do that.
Yeah.
That it's going to take away from the smaller ones that do it.
Carmen's crapping on our industry. It's going to take us all out.
Did you ever see the video of the guy who's out on the street? And we go now live to Mike Miller, who's out at the scene, whatever, and he says something, whatever, and then he has like a person there, an eyewitness, and says something to them, and then back to you in the studio, Bill, and he goes, maybe you should follow up with a question about this. Whatever.
Oh, that's TV.
Yeah.
The
I
old
see
guy.
that.
Yeah, and he goes, "Oh, I've been doing this for 35 years. Maybe I should come down there and tell you how to run the anchor
He
desk."
goes, I used to be your boss.
Right, and he goes, "Yeah, but you're not anymore."
Yeah,
And
yeah. Oh, that's great.
God, that is so awkward.
The guy in the studio wasn't even trying to be a dick. He's
Right.
like, well, the guy said he had follow up with a question.
Right,
and
yeah.
he's like, well, oh, yeah, that's a good one. That's a good
so
fight.
good.
I don't know. I just was, when Gio said that this morning, I just thought it's interesting. It's a second to watch this industry crumble. I got to be honest with you. I have probably 7 years left in working before I retire, which is so awkward to say them out loud that I'm going to retire soon, But, I mean, 7 years. I'm not saying next week. But who knows if I make it that long? You know what I mean? They may come to me next time and be like, yeah, we're not signing another contract.
Because is your contract 7 years?
Not left, no.
Right. So
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. Like this could technically,
Sure, be the
I'm
last
not
one.
wishing that, but this
what
could
are you
technically.
doing?
Yeah, I know.
Hey,
Listen, Gio, you were
Dingy
the one
cat.
who. Gio was the one who said we were the losers of the entertainment industry, and TV people look down on us. So what are you talking about?
Yep.
Listen, I'm speaking facts. I'm just talking reality. You were the one crapping on us as people, as humans.
Also,
I can't
the other
control
thing,
the TV.
the other thing is we're fortunate to have this station, like us
Yeah.
working here and people listening to it, because there's not other stations like this.
No.
There are not other stations that are all talk, that are local stuff, that are, it doesn't really happen anymore.
Can
Very rare.
I stand up for the little guys for a second though? I saw something the other day that I thought was so disrespectful, and nobody asked me my opinion on this. I'm just giving it to you now. So a lot of the Bone staffers were wearing Bone 10 anniversary T-shirts at the tailgate on Sunday because you just grab something with the Bone logo on it and it had the Bone anniversary. I don't think I ever saw that shirt. Did you?
I did actually at the tailgate, and my wife wants one because of the quotes on the back.
I didn't. Yeah, I didn't read them. But
the top quote for Mike Calta Show on the back is "Beep Pop Boop."
So in the top of the shirt on the back, it has my logo, Drew's logo, and Roger and JP's logo. Mm-hmm. That's it. I go, what about
what?
Mo's show and Johnny B's show? Oh, and they were like, it's only they only want to put primetime logos up there. I go, Roger and JP are not primetime, and that is ridiculous. There's a whole talk show with local hosts. You should be celebrating everybody on the station. That was insane to me.
They also made Johnny B and Mo come to the event and be at the event and plan a thing and the whole thing.
Yeah, they were on the card.
Right.
And wasn't there was like a big discrepancy about who was getting paid and who wasn't?
I don't know about that.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Yeah.
Because there was people who were like, well, then I'm not going if they're getting, because you were like, oh, I'm getting paid, and then people were like, I know, but then other people were like, well, wait, I'm not getting paid. I thought we were just doing this as part of being the radio station.
I'm gonna make a blanket statement out there for everybody. Okay. If I'm there, knowing that I'm getting paid.
Yeah.
I don't care what it is, what event you see me at, know that I'm getting paid for it. It may not all be the same amount of money, but I'm not leaving the house unless I'm getting paid.
That is my introduction to Tom. Was Tom the Tree Man? I was out at Stumps in Channelside.
Oh yeah, this has almost ruined it for Tom.
Yeah, This was a long time ago, and I used to they did live band karaoke, and I was out there.
That was still today my favorite gig.
It was so much fun. Yeah. It was so much fun. I got paid to be out there, and they gave us free food and drinks, and we just literally just hung out. And the people got up and did karaoke, and they had the band up there and everything. It was great. Point
out one thing. Yeah. One night it was just me, Galvin, and the Bella Twins hanging out together.
It's true. It's true. Yeah. And so I'm out there, and it's a great gig, and I love it. Whatever. And then here comes Tom. Don't know him. Have never met him before or anything. Oh, you got stuck.
No. Say it like Tom.
Well, they stuck you out here and do this. You gotta. And I go, what? And he goes, I'm Tom the Tree Man. And I go, I'm Bill the Bush guy. I go, beat it. Get out of here, weirdo. And he's like, I'm just kidding and this. And I go, all right, whatever. Later on, Tom's super nice guy, whatever, and was trying to like joke around, I guess. But I'm just like, ugh, get out of here.
Yeah, but can I tell you what happened after that? So then I was like, get this moron away from me. I'm like, who does he think he is? He's starting stuff and talking about, you're not you're Tom the Tree Man. You don't even work here, and blah, blah, blah. I was so furious about the whole thing. And Tom would try to talk to me and be like, get out of my face. And then one night I went out, and Tom was there, and he handwrote me an apology letter. And he was like, I didn't mean to be disrespectful. I was just trying to make a joke, and it came off the wrong way. And I was like, this guy's the nicest guy I've ever met in my life. He handwrote. I wish I would have kept that. He handwrote me an apology letter, and he was like, hey man, I go, oh no, I love you now. We're good. Yeah. I felt so bad for overreacting, but yeah, you reacted correctly. Yeah. I overreacted.
They stuck you out here.
Yeah. Shut your goddamn mouth.
I mean, being left off the T-shirt's a smack in the face.
It is but I don't.
But
understand.
they do that all the time.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's not like that's not like the first thing.
Well, it's bad for the station.
Having done lots of nighttime radio, you do feel like an outcast when you're in that time spot.
You're the redheaded stepchild.
I pointed out a million times whenever they'd put up a new big lit up thing, the sign, whatever, and I go, that's like $5,000. It could have gone to one of those guys instead.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
I listened to Johnny B last night. See, this is how you have to approach Johnny B show, and I think he does it the right way compared to some other shows. I'm not even talking about on the station necessarily. If you have the opportunity to have your own show on the station, and I learned this from a little bit, was Russ Rollins. Russ Rollins from the Monsters in Orlando was on a midday show that he used to buy the time on before he had success at the Monsters of the Midday and then the morning, and went on to be hugely successful. He would say sometimes he would buy billboards with his face on it and his station on it so that it appeared to people like he was more successful than he was. And he said, sometimes you have to act like you're there even if you're not there yet, and that gives the people the impression you are. So if you go on the air and you're like, oh, well, it's just us, the nighttime guys, people are going to be like, oh, well, it's just that nighttime show. Johnny B owns that show. Last night I was driving home from volleyball listening to the radio, and Johnny's show started. He has a good intro. It gets you kind of like, what's coming on after this, you know? And then he came on and monologued for like 5 minutes by himself, talking about things and what was coming up. And then he had a feature on his show about his featured comedy special of the day, comedy specials that influence his comedy career, and just get like a little, and it was about Patrice O'Neal. I thought, this show is great. I just thought it was good and entertaining. And if I was not in radio, I would be listening to that show. Mm-hmm. And I feel like that all the shows should get that kind of attention. I don't know why they would. I don't know. That just, if I was on the show, I would say something about that. I would go to them and go, come on, this is ridiculous.
They never really care.
But I would be the first person. If they came to me and they said, hey, we're making these shirts, I'd go, where's Mo and Johnny B? I would be the first thing I would say.
Yeah.
I don't understand that. And
that's why I wrote all those get to know so-and-so from this show, whatever.
Yeah,
the imaging thing, whatever, and just the little facts about him. And it was obviously fake stuff, but at least you're getting their name out there. You know what I mean? Because that's really, that's all you want, is to be, people know who you are and get a little bit of money.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Not T-shirt worthy, though.
No, I guess not.
It's weird.
Is that an Olivero decision? Who did that?
No, because I brought it up to Olivero, and he was like, no, my decision.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, and Johnny B has, like, he's actually done stuff like that, because I know he has stickers that I see all over the studio. He's had T-shirts made and stuff like that. Like, he's put in the money to try and brand himself.
I have a B-hole T-shirt somewhere in my house.
Johnny B is so strong that he would not let Will take part of that show. He was all on his own. So. All right, let's take a break. When we come back, Carmen will tell you what we have to give away. We will play Sporcle next on 102.5 The Bone. I would love to have a Harley Davidson. I would love to have a motorcycle, but first of all, I would look like an absolute buffoon on it, and I certainly would die that way.
But I know
not that you people shouldn't do it. I just know my coordination, and I'm just not coordinated.
Yeah. But it's also, you've never ridden a motorcycle.
Not true.
Well, you've never ridden regularly on a motorcycle.
No, that is very true.
Yeah, and you didn't grow up on motorcycles and all that stuff. Take lessons. They have lessons. You can learn how to ride.
Listen, I think that there's things in life that I'm fine with not doing. I don't want to pilot a helicopter either. It would seem like it would be pretty cool, but I don't want to do it.
My buddy Kevin is the last person in the world that I would think would be on a motorcycle.
Yeah.
And a few years back, he went and took lessons and got a motorcycle. Loves it. Rides it all the time. And it's so funny to me because he's 6'7" Big Bird. And I'm like, how are you riding a motorcycle? That's hilarious.
I know. I just, some friends of mine, Cindy and David, they just took a tumble on the weekend, and she's still in the hospital. She broke some bones, and I just don't want to be that guy.
I got to tell you though, it's always that argument: what is safer, in a car or on a motorcycle? Because there's
car.
But listen, car, you can't maneuver as well.
It doesn't matter. You could take a hit straight from a motorcycle on a car.
But yeah, from a motor, no. But I'm saying like another car.
Oh,
if another car hits your car, you could die.
I got you.
But another car comes in a motorcycle. Motorcycle can weave around it a lot faster.
Still taking the tank over the.
Yeah. I get it. I get what you're saying. But if you're an experienced rider and you know what you're doing, it's probably, I don't know. It's the baseball bat samurai sword. You know what I mean?
Have you guys seen the video where it's the son and the mom, and they're in the parking lot because they met for like lunch or whatever, and the mom's like, all right, be careful.
Yeah.
All the bad drivers out there. I love you,
He's
son.
on a motorcycle. She's in a car.
Right.
Yeah. And then they pull out, and he's at a stop sign. His mom hits him.
No.
This is like, I didn't see you. Oh, my God.
I beeped at a lady yesterday. I was stopped at a stop sign. She was coming at me, and there's a stop sign there too. She blew right through it in my neighborhood.
No.
I was like, oh my God.
I had a lady blow through the stop sign in the parking lot of Publix, and she went through, and I knew she wasn't going to, because she was looking the other way. So, I'm not going fast through Publix parking lot or anything. So I see her, and I slow down, and she blows right through the thing and looks at me and puts her hands up and goes, like this, whatever. And I easily stopped, and I waved at her, and she goes, I'm so sorry. Like,
yeah,
I go,
that's the thing. You make a mistake.
Yeah,
this woman just blew right through the stop sign. I was so like, you people are the same people, the same Karens that are online in the neighborhood website saying that teenagers need to slow down.
Yeah,
you're the lunatics driving through this neighborhood.
They're actually posting that while they're driving.
Sure.
Probably the problem.
Hey, Carmen, what do we have to give away today?
We have so many things.
Let me guess.
Okay.
OAR,
Yes.
pink.
Yes.
So we can say OAR, FAT.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's just rude.
It was 50 years ago today, a tribute to the Beatles, which features Christopher Cross.
Oh, nice. Christopher Cross is a fantastic musician.
Maxie Priest, Jason Sheff from Chicago has been in the studio, and a whole bunch of other people.
I wonder if Will Lee is involved in that because Will Lee.
He's a big Beatle dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's happening November 19th. It's a Tuesday, so I won't go. Then we have tickets for next big thing. 3 pairs of tickets to see TSO. Do we have any TSO left?
We do.
Okay. Monster Jam, Thomas Rhett, and Papa Roach and Rise Against.
Yes.
All
yes,
right.
Yes.
I just happen to have the email open.
Yeah.
Let's give it away right now with a little bit of Sporcle. Here we go. Carmen is the keeper of Sporcle. Pap is your judge and scorekeeper. I won yesterday. Carmen, what are we playing today?
We don't do it a lot
Oh,
because
man.
you don't like it.
I hate it.
But I gotta keep you sharp, man.
It's just bad.
I'm out.
Sharpen it up. Let's go.
Gotta keep it sharp. We're gonna do some easy math. Okay?
Yes.
Okay. Here we go.
4. Oh.
That was, all right. Now we're starting. 18 minus 12.
6.
Galvin. 4 minus 2.
2.
Mike. 2 times 6.
12.
18.
Mike.
Oh, Jesus.
8 plus 18.
36.
26.
What'd I say?
You didn't say anything. I
What?
said 36. He said
No,
26.
I know. I said the problem
8
wrong, though.
plus
You said
18.
8 plus 18. I said 26.
Okay.
I said 36.
I said 26.
Ring the goddamn bell already.
Okay, it's 26.
Thank you.
It's not
That's
26.
It is?
18 plus 8.
It's 26.
Yeah. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
I do.
That's why I hate this
That
game.
was me. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just the worst.
Gotta keep you sharp. 88 divided by 11.
11. 1.
4. No. Jesus.
8.
Yeah, of course.
0 times.
0.
Pap.
Galvin.
Oh, that is not
100%.
Calvin gets the point. 7 times 5.
35.
Galvin. 8 minus 5.
3.
Galvin. 1 plus 2.
3.
Mike. 2 times 3.
6.
Mike. 64 divided by 8.
8.
32. Oh.
Mike.
Damn it. That was going to be 2.
14 minus 7.
7.
Mike.
Ooh, Judge.
That was Michael.
Oh, there's make 'em up.
2 minus 1.
1.
Galvin. And Pap. We're halfway there.
Gio is not on the board. He has a total of 0 points.
Plus
Michael,
0.
Michael and Galvin both have 6.
Nope. We both have 6.
Okay.
28.
What?
All right.
All right. Easy math. Here we go. 1 times
1.
9.
9.
Mike.
Oh.
Michael.
Judge.
Oh, was it? Wow.
6 minus 6.
0.
Pap.
Galvin.
Make them up.
Make 'em up.
9 minus 2.
7.
Mike.
Judge.
Michael.
Make him up.
It's the worst.
9 divided by 3.
3.
Galvin. 3 plus 0.
3.
3 is the right answer, Pap.
You said 3, Galvin.
I did.
Yes,
So did I.
Galvin.
Thank you.
I heard Gio on that one.
I
Yeah.
heard me
I did.
before him, so.
No.
You said 0. That
No.
was wrong, and he was last.
I said 3.
Okay.
Calvin.
I was. Oh my god.
Be prepared for make them up.
Oh yeah. Listen.
No, Gio is 0.
He was actually saying what Gio's score was. Like we're saying.
You're the worst. You're the worst.
6 times 9.
54.
Mike.
I heard Mike.
3 plus 4.
7.
Gio.
No, that was me.
That was me.
Okay. Yeah, I can't. I'm not there. I can't see you.
I heard me.
Listen.
I heard
was me,
Gio.
just so
I
you
heard Gio.
Joe, Judge,
Not Gio. That was Galvin.
cheater.
Never again. My bad. 9 minus 1.
8.
Mike. 8 divided by 2.
4.
Galvin.
Oh,
8 times 3.
21.
24.
Yep.
24.
That's better.
Mike. 15 divided by 3.
5.
Mike. 7 plus 4.
11.
Galvin and Pap. We are on the last 3.
Well, Gio still has 0 points on the board.
Lies.
And
All lies.
Mike and Galvin both have 12.
All right, we're doing easy math. Last 3. Here we go. 12 divided by 6.
2.
Galvin.
Galvin, spit on me for a minute.
Gotta get it in.
I saw a wave.
saw a rainbow.
Galvin. Last 2. Here we go. 4 plus 9.
13.
12.
13. Galvin. And your last one. 6 plus 2.
8.
Galvin.
8.
Your final score, Gio, 0, Michael with 12, and Galvin is your triumphant champion today. He won with 15.
Congratulations. Pick a line, Galvin.
I'll go line 4, please.
Good morning. Who's this?
It's Bill.
How you doing, Bill?
Doing good.
What do you do for a living?
I'm a farm technician and retired Air Force.
Oh, thank you for your service, sir. I will
Thank
put you on hold, and Carmen will grab you here during the break, and we'll hook you up with your choice of prizes, okay?
That was Galvin's first win in 10
Hi.
days.
Thank you, Bill. Wow.
Was
Streaks.
it really?
Yeah.
You slayed your own streak.
Last time Galvin won was back in October.
That can't be right. Is that right?
October 30th. You won.
Wow.
That can't be right.
That is right.
You had 0, though. You remember that?
Yeah.
If we're pointing stuff out.
Yeah,
just
no,
want
I-
you to know.
Just
You had
pointing
0.
random.
In
Yeah,
the time since you last won, I've won 3 times.
Oh, so now you have what?
Yeah,
6?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are the year totals?
I'm just the year totals. I have
Dead last.
42
No.
wins.
No.
I'm dead last.
I've absorbed some.
Right.
So we're
No.
just not
wins.
listening to you because you lie about the wins?
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
I mean, I'd
if
like to
you're keeping
hear-
track.
I
I'd
have
like to hear how I
15
did.
wins.
15 for you.
Galvin has 69 today.
Yeah! Celebrate it.
And Mike has 98.
Oh, man. Well, that's something to be proud of. Galvin, what do we have coming up in news?
Coming up in news today, Lil Marco, Spit Take, and me, you, and who knows, too.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right, let's take a quick break. Come right back, get into news. It's the Mike Calta Show. This is 102.5 The Bone. Good morning to my number one best friend, Robert Kelly, who is watching live on
hello,
YouTube. Joe, the YouTube is taking off.
I love it.
People love it.
Yep.
You can watch the whole show live on YouTube, watch past clips. You can watch shorts. You can see interviews and the whole thing. They break it down really good. Our YouTube department does a fantastic job. And coming soon, I heard the first views of Painting with Pap were very good.
Oh.
Very good.
Is it? Okay.
First attempt at it was a disaster.
Critics got to watch it.
The critics got to see it. They like it. They made their notes, and now it's being packaged to air.
It was. I mean, it was the first try. So
That's
but,
what they said. They said we have some ideas for the second one.
Yeah.
But the first one went very well.
Are you telling stories or just painting or what?
Good question.
What's
Yeah.
the premise?
Sometimes I'm telling stories. Sometimes I'm answering questions.
Okay.
But I'm just painting along as I, explaining what I'm doing, why I'm using the colors.
What an artiste does.
All right. I'm in. Hell of a salesman.
Thank you.
I want to play a little audio for you from Sad Weirdos.
More?
Oh,
I know, right?
it's Shark. Shark talking about. Did you know you could walk your dog and meditate at the same time?
Oh, boy.
Listen how
Wait.
excited. Oh, he gets so excited.
Oh, isn't that I told you the other night I was doing a walking meditation with my dog. Wow, that was so crazy. And I stopped myself because I was feeling it. I was so feeling it in my body. I felt it in my ankles.
Yeah.
It was his dog.
That's magic. I'm not as excited as I normally would be because the feelings, in my body that I've had are not the same tingly, awesome feelings. A lot of constricting.
Wow, there's a big difference between tingles and constriction. Shark talking about.
I almost swore right there.
Please don't.
I was going to say, what the is going on?
That's on the same station as us.
I could
What
not
is
stop listening
happening?
to Shark talk about walking his dog and meditating at the same time, and that
Jesus
it was
Christ.
so. Can we listen to it again, please? Just so how it was such a good feeling.
I told you the other night I was doing a walking meditation with my dog. Wow, that was so crazy. And I stopped myself because I was feeling it. I was.
Jesus.
I'm going to try that.
Dude, when you're walking your
Yeah,
dog,
it sounds. If he's getting those feelings,
listen to this.
Gio, you can't start by walking and meditating.
Oh yeah, you can.
You can't. No.
You know why, Carmen? Listen.
was so feeling it in my body. I felt
You
it
feel-
in my ankles.
You're feeling your ankles.
yeah, I want to feel it in my ankles.
All right.
I want to
Oh, my
feel
God.
that.
What's in it?
That made me laugh so hard. I was like, I got to listen to that. Mike Calta Show. Good morning.
Hello,
Yes, sir.
it's Cody.
What's up, Cody?
How's it going? Are we playing Sporcle this morning?
No, we're not. We're not. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to check in with Galvin. He's got today's news.
And now, news with Galvin on the Mike Calta Show.
What do we have in news today, Galvin?
Can I tell you
No.
that, by the way, there's one of the ladies that's cutting her hair off.
Oh, no.
So nobody bangs her because she's so hot because
Oh, yeah.
Trump won.
Is that what the whole point is?
Yeah, a bunch of ladies are cutting their hair and shaving their heads because they're not going to have sex with guys.
Right.
Because Trump is president.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And I got to tell
Were
you,
they having sex before?
it's not a lot of ladies that I think were having sex before.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Does that mean all the ladies with hair do want to have sex?
Yeah, Joe,
Okay.
go get them.
All right.
Is that what she's
Easy.
doing?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, her TikTok handle is girl_dump him.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh,
Can I listen to what she's
Opting out.
saying, or is she cursing? Oh,
Well, I
this
can't
fatty
imagine.
too?
Yeah.
She's on the news, right? You can't
Yeah.
be cursing up there.
Oh, that's true.
Probably not.
What is she? What was Fatty saying? Was she like saying
Yeah, they're
for
all
or against?
No, against.
Yeah.
They're all against Trump, and they're shaving their heads so they won't have sex with any guys because they're, we're giving it so good before that you can feel it in your ankles.
But can I let everybody in on a secret? We'll still bang you with short hair. Oh yeah. We'll bang you if you're ugly.
And we'll say, "Oh yeah, Trump's the worst."
Yeah, right, exactly.
And then go, "I voted for him."
4 years of celibacy.
You have that, and then there was another one.
Oh, took down our account, I think.
What is that?
Already?
Yep.
But like, what is that doing?
Nothing.
It's just making
Try
her
it, Carmen.
more miserable. Why?
Should dump your head,
Attention-seeking
cut your
behavior.
hair.
Why?
It's
I don't
psychotic,
want
is what it is.
to.
Oh, all right, hold on. I don't know what this is.
What account are you looking for?
The girl dump him one. That
I
girl,
got it.
yeah.
Oh yeah, she probably deleted her stuff.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's
Let's
it.
see.
No guy will ever be able to find her now.
But I saw another lady, and no lie, I'm not even lying. It took me a minute to figure out whether it was a guy or a lady, and it wound up being a lady. And she said to get back at all the Trumpers and now that Trump's president and stuff, start wearing a mask again. Don't let them see your face.
Oh.
And she goes, plus it's a benefit for your health.
All right.
First of all, breathing that all in, we heard was not good for your health.
But you should have seen her face.
Yeah.
It's helping everyone. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. Also, what are you blaming us for? We didn't do anything to you. Don't be mad at us.
your lady
Cut my
didn't win
hair
anything.
because I don't want to bang dudes either.
Yeah.
You
My
probably
wife
should, Joe, just
All
to be
right.
safe.
If my wife cuts her hair short, that's a violation of our wedding vows, and
Yeah.
therefore we will be getting divorced.
Yeah.
They should be pissed off at Joe Biden for sticking in the race so long
Yeah, screwing it
and
up.
making the whole thing a giant mess.
I don't understand what that's going to accomplish. Like that ugly girl thought if she cut her hair, that was going to make things bad for guys.
It's wild, right? But I mean, I think that's it. It doesn't make any sense.
Listen,
It's not
just
logical at all.
Just like all the Trump people aren't bad. I believe all women aren't like that crazy.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, I am just saying. I don't.
Some cut their hair, some storm the U.S. Capitol. You know,
Yeah.
to each their own.
Yeah.
I got to tell you, I thought for a second, and I'm like, I have to stop getting so frustrated about things
You
that
do.
I can't control. And
Like
not
Sporcle?
no, not to turn this into sad weirdos, but watching sad weirdos makes me so goddamn mad. It makes me so mad. And then Cody that called on the phone makes me so mad. Learn how to use a goddamn phone. Know when we play Sporcle. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
just those little things. And I know I shouldn't be that mad about it, but it makes me so mad.
It's annoying.
It's just frustrating.
That was so crazy.
Oh.
And I stopped myself because I was feeling it. I was so feeling it in my body. I felt it in my ankles.
I want to feel that too.
Yeah.
It sounds amazing.
You want to go walk my dog right now?
Yeah.
Oh.
So feeling it in my body. I felt it in my ankles.
That's how I felt.
I'm feeling rage in my ankles right now.
I don't know that I've ever felt anything in my
I want
ankles.
to feel it in my ankles.
I feel like I'm potentially missing out on something.
Michael, this is why I walk the dogs every morning.
Oh, you're feeling your ankles.
Meditating.
Feel it my ankles.
You've
out
been
there
stealing it
meditating.
from me. You've been stealing the ankle time.
Yep.
I got bad ankles.
Carmen feels it in her knees. Loose knees.
All the time.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
so you got
So-
constriction.
Loose ass knees. No, listen, they're getting better. They're getting better.
Oh, you keep getting on them.
Whoa. Okay.
Why? Why?
I meant from your exercise videos.
Yeah.
I don't know what these jerks meant.
Today's news is brought to you by Pelt Shoes. Stop into Pelts. They have all the different styles and brands that you're looking for, and they have the Pelt Shoe Fit Experts to make sure you have the perfect fitting shoe. Plus, they have technology. They have the 3D foot scanner. It's absolutely free, and it's going to tell you exactly what shoe will fit your foot perfectly, and they'll email you the information and everything and have it on file for whenever you go back in there. Pelts has 6 locations throughout Pinellas, Sarasota, and Fort Myers, so stop into a Pelts today. Make sure you tell them Galvin from the Mike Calta Show sent you. President-elect Trump is expected to nominate Senator Marco Rubio of Florida as Secretary of State.
Tiny hands, Marco.
Little
Well, Marco.
That's weird. He doesn't come across to me like somebody who's a good representative, Marco Rubio.
Yeah.
Like he just looks weak.
But, you know,
And that's Trump's fault that I think that.
but maybe he's not a guy that's should be in power, but maybe he's good at work. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't know.
He keeps getting reelected, so he must be doing something.
Yeah. The source noted
Yeah, I
that
don't know if you know, he's the son of an immigrant.
Yeah. I'm a son of a sailor. The source noted that while Trump could still change his mind at the last minute, as of now, he's planning on offering the job to Rubio, the 3-time senator who Trump considered as his running mate this summer before naming J.D. Vance as the GOP vice presidential nominee.
Yeah, tiny hands, Marco, man.
In the
That's
end,
what
they
he'll
all-
always be to me.
They all bend the knee and kiss Trump's ass in the end.
100%. Yeah.
Because the thing is now, Trump only has, he can't run again, so everybody's posturing
Sure,
to be able to run,
get that
Get that
job,
push,
you
yeah.
know?
to run when Trump's done in
I
4
think
years.
JD Vance is. I don't like him. I'm not saying I don't like what he says. I just don't like his face. I'm being honest with you.
Oh, yeah,
it's
he
weird.
just looks like
He's not very likable.
He looks like he can't trust him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I saw a picture the other day. He took his kids and their Cub Scout troop on a tour of the Capitol building. And he had his son. He was holding his son's hand, and I went, "Oh, look at him!" And I went, "No, he still looks terrible."
Yeah.
Like, I tried to absorb him. Maybe over the next 4 years, I'll feel differently, but I don't feel that way now. He doesn't seem like a guy I'd want to be president yet.
Yeah, I like him better than I initially liked him. Once I get to see him, Joe Rogan, Theo Vaughn, and you see a little bit more of his personality. But I can tell you exactly what he is and why it's weird.
Okay,
He looks like a little kid that you dressed up as a businessman and put a beard on. Like
You're
for
right.
Halloween,
Halloween, yeah.
that's exactly. He looks like a 6-year-old that you went, all right, now put this little suit on, and we're gonna make a little beard for you and comb your hair over to the side.
like I got a beard because I got a fat face. He's got a beard because he's got a baby face. Like one of those people has to keep their beard.
Yeah. So people aren't like, what are you, 21, 22?
Right. Well, listen, we'll see how Tiny Hands Marco does in this government as Secretary of State, if he in fact gets that job.
Yeah.
And we'll see how the rest of the cabinet fills out as the days go on.
I got to tell you, I watched the Tom Homan, the guy who is now the border czar.
Oh, he's.
I watched that AOC clip again where he just it's unbelievable how she just falls directly into his trap. And she says that they're not taking kids away from parents and stuff. And he goes, if I get stopped for a DUI and my kid's in the car, they are going to take that kid away from me. And she goes, yeah, but coming into America is not against the law. Seeking asylum is not against the law. And he goes, if you seek it properly, if you just cross the border, that is a violation of code 893, whatever he gave the code, whatever. And he goes,
nonsense.
He goes, and that is breaking the law. And she goes, yeah, well, and I was like, oh,
May I
boy.
make you a gin and tonic?
Yeah. How about this? USA.
USA. USA.
Don't be wearing military stuff and try and steal valor.
Yeah.
I mean, I have a camouflage jacket that I wear every once in a while. Is that okay?
I don't know. Ian, who is Canadian, was in here yesterday with camo hat and camo shorts.
Oh, well, he's enlisted.
I mean, that's crazy.
can.
Make sure you put your hand over your heart when they play the national anthem.
Now, this is very interesting. I made a note to bring this up today, so I'm glad you're bringing it up. Explain this, and then I'll tell you about it because I watch it live.
So, Veterans Day obviously just happened, and on Sunday with football, salute to veterans, a lot of that stuff. NFL likes to, get into that stuff.
They actually did the show from an aircraft carrier,
Right.
And Gronk jumped out of a helicopter with the Navy SEALs. They trained with the Navy SEALs for a little while. They really did a lot of stuff, and they had all of the military folks in the Navy lined up on the boat. Then they had Tom Brady Skype in with them.
Right.
It was a pretty big deal.
So now people are calling on Fox to fire Michael Strahan because he did not put his hand over his heart during the national anthem during football coverage on Sunday.
It was quite noticeable.
Yeah, because you see Terry Bradshaw, Jimmy Johnson, you see all the guys there. They all have their hand over their heart, and he's standing there with his hands in front of him down.
Right.
Like
But
that.
that's
There's
also-
video on Bone TV.
That's normal.
It is normal.
Not everyone puts their hands
No.
over their heart.
No.
And I
is
don't
so-
know what the call for is on that. Like when I was a Boy Scout, you were supposed to put your hand on your heart when the flag was there and salute the flag that way and say the Pledge of Allegiance. But they are not saying the Pledge of Allegiance. The lady was singing the national anthem, and I did notice it, and I went, "That's weird that they all have their hand on their heart except Strahan. It looks almost like he's doing it on purpose." But I didn't really care about it either way.
I will tell you from being a little kid all the way up, I take my hat off.
Yeah.
I put my hand over my heart every time, and I face the flag.
I don't always put my hand over my heart during the national anthem. But recently, I have been I've been at a hockey game and I see everybody else doing it. I'm like, oh yeah, my hand on. But I don't. It's
I
not.
always do.
But
I
I
do
don't.
not.
I don't
Yeah.
look at people who don't and go, how dare you?
I don't
I kind of do.
think
Do
about
you
it.
really?
Yeah.
Why though? Who's told you that you're supposed to do that?
I don't know. I mean, that's the way I was
Yeah.
brought up. I think my dad said, put your hand over your heart, face the flag, do that stuff. That's how I was brought up. Now, was he doing it on purpose? I don't know. Was he doing it to signal something? I don't know.
he did.
Should he be fired? Listen, I don't know. I'm just saying that's how I was brought up. And if you don't do it, I do notice it. And I go, that's
He
weird.
did tweet out that day in the morning a picture of his father in the military, and he said, "Thank you for your service to my dad and all of the military folks. You're always in my heart. I think about you all the time." Very, very much in support of the military. He has done nothing to make me think that there's any reason for him to protest, and he didn't take a knee. He stood there and he was very respectful. He looked at the flag. He stayed in silence and he kept his hands in front of him together, not willy-nilly like he wasn't paying attention. I think it was just a miscue on his part. And how dare you call for him to be fired for that? That's
People are-
insane.
It is 100% nothing more than recreational outrage.
Yes.
Like you have maybe he just got caught up in the moment
Right.
and wasn't even thinking about it. Like,
And
is
also,
that possible?
Like, I don't know. Like, when you say the Pledge of Allegiance, you're supposed to put your hand on your heart and say the Pledge of Allegiance.
Yeah.
Right.
But there is no rule for the national anthem.
Also, it's a goddamn free country.
Yeah.
Do what the hell you want.
Oh, I'm with you 100%.
Gio's going to take a knee.
Do whatever the hell you want. That's why this country is great. Is you can do what the hell you want.
But this is a guy who the whole day up until that point was doing
Right.
nothing but expressing his the graciousness and thankfulness for the U.S. military.
People are so quick to judge because they love recreational outrage. They love to be pissed off about something.
Yeah.
Now,
Like
I
the
want
guy could just got caught up in the moment and didn't think about it. I don't put my hand over my heart every damn time because
No.
probably I just don't even think about it.
Exactly.
Does that
I
make
was
me a
gonna
horrible
say-
person? Probably.
If you look at that video, is everyone else on the boat? I'm not talking about the broadcasters. I'm talking about the actual servicemen and women.
Yes.
Do they all have their hand on their heart?
It appears that they do, but there's different
No, right
rules.
there, the one right there.
Oh,
does
you
not,
see it?
Yeah,
Well,
so
that's
They're standing at attention.
Yeah.
They're standing at attention, so I don't know military rules. I
That's
don't know
the thing.
that.
I don't know what the rules are.
yeah, but-
Here's a couple things, though. I have a question. If you're at a football game or a hockey game or something, and the national anthem is playing, and your son has a hat on, would you tell him to take his hat off?
I would.
Yeah.
100%.
Yes.
Okay.
But
I'm just curious.
If the guy next to me does not have his hat off, I don't care.
You don't say anything.
No, it's a free country.
I might say so.
Yeah.
I might go take it off.
No, because why am I worried about other people?
It's disrespectful. But here's the thing: I probably would never say anything.
Dude,
but I do tell my kids. Like my kid knows now.
I'll tell, but somebody else,
Would
I don't
you
care.
tell your kid loud enough for that guy to hear you?
Yes.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
So here is this. This is USC Title 36 Patriotic Societies and Observances, and this is from govinfo.gov. It says during rendition of the national anthem, when the flag is displayed, all present, except those in uniform, should stand at attention facing the flag with the right hand over their heart.
Oh, so that's what it says. That's what the customary.
Men not in uniform should remove their headdresses with their right hand and hold it at the left shoulder, the hand being over the heart.
Right. Okay. Yeah. So that is customary what you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, also,
I didn't know that.
It's customary. It's not like
it's not a law.
Yeah.
It's not a law, but
like,
it's
right away. People just assume that he's protesting something. That's
Right,
just,
like he didn't bend the knee.
you don't even know what the hell you don't know what people are thinking.
no.
Yeah.
And
You know what I mean?
I got to be honest
But
with you.
people
If
love to be pissed off. It's recreational outrage.
if there was a situation like that and that was me, I would the next day go, "You're right. I don't know what I was thinking."
yeah.
Yeah,
or I just was caught up in the moment. I didn't even think about it. I was so moved by what was happening.
You know what I would say? Shut up.
Yeah.
Mind your own business.
Even if he is protesting something, it's a goddamn free country.
Yeah.
Let people do whatever the hell they want.
Also,
stop worrying about other people.
you don't talk about it and you don't draw attention to it. Nobody even says anything
No,
about it. Like
people
you're
are so
starting your
just
own problems.
wrapped up in what other people are doing. You mind your own damn business.
Crazy.
Wander Franco,
Oh, raise up.
the Tampa Bay Rays shortstop, who is facing trial on sex crime allegations, was detained over the weekend, according to officials. A spokesperson for the Dominican Republic's National Police told the Associated Press that Franco was involved in an argument in an apartment complex parking lot. According to the spokesperson, guns were drawn in the argument between several men and women. Franco was said to be one of the two people detained in the incident.
This guy, he's bad news all around, man. He is bad news.
It's crazy because he was so good. I mean, he was going to be an all-star.
Right, and wasn't he paid a ton? And
One of the highest paid players
Gonna be
I
like
believe
the
the
next
Rays
big
ever
thing?
had. Yeah,
Yeah.
like this
Can
guy was
they
going to be a superstar.
Build a new roof with his salary.
Probably.
do they get the salary back if he goes to jail? Like, how does that work out?
Like, I don't know that anybody with that much talent is thrown away like a career like this story is insane.
But I wonder how much was guaranteed. And is there any kind of clause if you go to jail or if you do something detrimental to the
Has to be.
team's?
I'm sure there is.
For the morality,
You would
something
think.
in there.
You would think, yeah. So that's pretty wild.
I mean, the underage kid is one thing, and you look at it and you go, well, I mean, it's bad, but in their country, a lot of people did that, and
They were close in age. He was
yeah.
only like 18 or
And
whatever.
You can kind of like go, okay, he's not a monster that we thought it was. Then all of a sudden, you got gun charges
Yeah,
coming
a lot
next
of weird
week.
stuff.
Yeah, he's done. He's done.
Yeah, that's not good. So we'll see what happens with that. Rays not up, I guess. Speaking of sports, further tests have confirmed that Buccaneers All-Pro left tackle Tristan Wirfs suffered a sprained MCL in the first half of Tampa Bay's 23-20 loss to the 49ers on Sunday. The team captain, three-time Pro Bowl selection, will miss some time. A source told ESPN that Wirfs would probably be sidelined for a few weeks. Buccaneers coach Todd Bowles said Monday that Wirfs has a, quote, low-grade knee sprain and is considered week to week.
Yeah, and they have a week off, so
That's good
yeah,
because
that's good.
it looked like he was done for the year.
Yeah.
Like he couldn't put any weight on it. He got helped off the field. I'm like, oh man, this is bad.
I mean, it did look pretty bad at first.
The good news is Baker can block for himself. He really doesn't even need linemen anymore based on he was able to keep Bosa off him with one hand.
That was wild.
It's going to be one of the top highlights of the year, I believe.
Yeah, and still made the pass.
it's crazy.
And got the penalty against for holding. Yeah, that was great.
Just go no lineman.
I was looking at something else real quick, but never mind. I'll get to this. 20-year-old man in Miami named Alexander Rodriguez was arrested after he stabbed his brother in the neck. They lived together and were cooking in the kitchen that night. There was some kind of argument. It's unclear what they were making, but Alexander had a knife and he allegedly stabbed his brother in the neck and sliced his arm and his face.
Jesus.
When police showed up, they rushed the brother to the hospital. It sounds like he's going to be okay. They found Alexander hiding in a tree. They asked him what happened, and he said he was upset because his brother was talking over the food. So I don't know.
Germs and
Yeah,
stuff.
I don't know whether he's spitting.
Well, if you're hungry.
I still can't believe that we blow out candles on a cake and then everyone eats it.
You spit on it. You spit on the candle.
100%. Here, you want some?
Are you familiar with alternativenation.net? It's a news source.
Yeah, I believe.
They have a thing on their Facebook page, breaking news from 14 hours ago.
Okay.
AC/DC will reportedly tour North America in 2025.
Oh, nice.
That would be awesome.
Well, I know that they played that big Power Trip festival. They have played a couple different festivals.
Right.
So yeah, that's great.
Interesting.
Yeah. And from what I heard, they sounded great.
You said North America.
North America.
All right, cool.
Unlike Oasis, who's touring Europe and a couple of dates here.
I like it.
Oh,
What?
Joe Sarah, who's a friend of mine from New York, also my Facebook friend, AC/DC U.S. tour announcement incoming. Just post that on his page. Must be out there somewhere.
Wow.
All right. The average American checks their phone around 5 times per episode while watching TV.
Oh, I'm way more than that.
Average, yeah.
Yeah.
And cannot make it 15 minutes in before they're bored and want to start multitasking. Yeah.
There's no reason to just sit there and watch a TV show.
There is.
Movie maybe, but a TV show it's got commercials, so you're gonna need to break every once in a while.
Well, I think it depends on the TV show and what platform you're watching it on, because there's TV shows at Netflix or whatever HBO that have TV shows that aren't movies, but it's still an hour episode or half-hour episode that you want to be into.
Speaking of, this applies to Carmen, Gio, Galvin, and Papap.
Oh, no.
Oh, okay.
It is 7:34. By 7:44,
Breakfast will be here.
I wish you can tell me where I can watch season 5, part B, episode. I think it's 9, the newest Yellowstone episode, the one that came out on Sunday.
I have some information about that.
I'll give you $100 and a crisp $100 bill if you could tell me where I could watch that episode.
Paramount Plus.
Wrong.
No?
No.
They have the thing up there. That's like one of the banner shows that they show.
I will tell you that Paramount Plus shows it live on Sunday nights.
Okay.
Then, if you want to watch past episodes,
CBS?
Peacock.
Oh, Peacock?
Because of an agreement that they had before Paramount Plus was a thing, shows have to be stored on Peacock. But my question still goes, where is Sunday night's episode of Yellowstone?
Peacock.
No.
It's not on there?
It's not on there.
Disney Plus.
As of last night, at 10 o'clock last night, the only place that you could watch it was if you paid for it on demand, like $10 for one episode on Pluto or one of those things.
I think you're doing something wrong.
No.
Yeah, I'm going to go you.
Yeah.
Mr.
I'm offering a $100 bounty. I have done everything, and I have looked for it on our thing.
I don't have
They don't have it.
24/7 Godfather anymore.
Yeah.
I didn't.
Yeah.
They don't have it on our thing.
Right.
You go to series, and the only thing they have is the first series of Yellowstone. Okay. Then then there is a 24-hour, 24/7 Yellowstone channel, but that doesn't help.
Right.
Then the episodes were on Paramount Plus, which is where they air on Sunday nights, and then they also air on CBS after 10 o'clock. And then come Monday, they are supposed to be now available on Peacock, not on Paramount, because of an agreement that they had prior to Paramount Plus being a thing. So it is making it right now virtually impossible to find it, but there is no way of finding Sunday night's episode. I'll give you $100 right now. What?
You say no way. There's no way.
There's no way that you could find it that is not an on-demand where you have to pay $10 for it. Like if you go to Hulu,
I'm gonna find
and you have a Hulu subscription, a premium subscription, you can do it for on demand. That's the only way. There's no streaming service that is carrying Sunday night's episode right now where you could just go watch it. I have Paramount Plus. I have Peacock. I have Hulu. I have Max or whatever they call that. HBO. I have all of those things. And I have the gimmick thing. And none of it works. Crisp $100 bill.
It says once all new episodes are released, they will be added to Peacock with the rest of the show.
Right
According
after
to
after the season comes out. I'm going to grab some of these phone calls. Maybe somebody knows. Good morning. Hello.
Good morning, sir.
Hi, how are you?
I am awesome. The cable channel, Paramount.
What?
He said Paramount.
Paramount.
Yeah, you're wrong.
So
You're
here, this says Philo and DirecTV Stream offer the opportunity to watch the show. Oh, sorry, live. Never mind.
Mike Calta Show, good morning.
Good morning, Mike. That gentleman was partially correct. There are actually two Paramount channels. There's Paramount Plus and there's Paramount Network. Paramount Network is where you can watch it.
Live. I'm talking about where I want to go watch it now on demand.
It is still on there for like 72 hours. Then it switches over to Peacock.
What season is this? 5?
5B.
5.
Thank you, sir. I hung up, but thank you. I don't believe you, but thank you. There's a Paramount and a Paramount Plus. Paramount Plus is the one you pay for, and that's the one that doesn't have it? Show me where it says
those
it's on
who
Paramount.
missed season 5, part 2, that's what it is.
Yep.
Can stream the episode on demand on Philo,
Right, where you pay for it.
on Fubo TV,
Same thing.
both free trials. You could do free trials.
Free trials, yeah.
Hulu Plus, live TV.
I can never do a, but you have to be like a member of Hulu
Okay,
Plus.
but
like
all
that.
you have to do, I have done free trials before.
Right, but I'm saying, you know what's going to happen, Galvin. I'm going to register for a free trial, and next thing you know, 6 months later, I'm going to still be paying for Philo
so right
TV.
after the episode, you cancel it.
I'll never do that.
Well,
I'll never do it.
That's on you.
You said
That's
there
on
was
you.
no way. I told you way.
I want to know.
Give me $100.
No. I want to know
Yeah.
where it's streaming for free right now. That is the gimmick way of watching it. You have to
That's
join
free.
and then cancel.
That's free.
That's not
Still free.
But you know what I'm
And you
saying.
can watch it.
Yeah.
All right, but I'm trying to say, where is that episode for people who don't want to join a service?
There is
What's
none.
that?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It doesn't exist.
Yeah, well,
This Sunday
where-
night's episode is nowhere to be found.
Where is the free pizza?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I know, but it
I want a
airs
free
for
card.
free. It was on CBS.
Right.
It was on television.
Yeah. So what they're trying to do is get you to watch it so you see the commercials and they pay their advertisers. And if you don't, they're going to get you another way to pay. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And you're gonna
but
pay
what
for
I'm
their
saying
network.
is I pay for Paramount, which is what it was on.
Right.
And I pay for Peacock, which is where they're housing the past episodes.
What's the?
Right.
Do we know what the name of the episode is?
No. But what I'm saying, but listen to what I'm saying. I'm watching it on Sunday nights on Paramount Plus, okay, that I pay for. Then when they're done there, they're supposed to be on Peacock, which I'm also paying for, and it's not on either one of those.
Right. So the fact that it's not on Peacock, I don't know what the deal is there.
Right.
You should, if it's that important, you should be watching it live. But if you can't, say you get up early in the
Right.
morning and stuff, yeah, it should be on. I don't know why it's not on Peacock.
That's what I want to know.
Yeah, I would take that up with Peacock.
I'm going to have to get the cock on the line and find out what the problem is. Mike Calta Show,
I'm
good
watching
morning.
the episode right here.
You're full of garbage.
I'm not
What do you have? Let me see what you see.
on our thing.
Oh, but yeah, but where? How do you find? No. I
Yeah. What? This
But
is on you.
that's on you.
don't. Hold on. Show me how to do it. But what I'm saying is what streaming service is showing it like it normally, like between Paramount Plus and Peacock and all that, Hulu and all that. None of them are showing unless you have to pay for it. How did you find it?
On our thing.
I gotta learn. I gotta get a lesson on that.
I mean, would you like to give me the crisp $100 bill now?
No, I'm talking.
the episode.
You said.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let me watch it to make sure that's the right one.
By the way, this is from Josh, our singer. He says the episode name is "Desire Is All You Need."
What's it say on the top of that, Galvin?
Right. Desire is all you need.
And
all
then,
you need is $100, Gio.
Yeah.
and then Gordy from the Vibe just came in here and was playing it as well. Said he sent you a text. There's definitely ways that you can watch this.
I mean, I'm watching it right now.
Yeah.
Gio is first, so Gio gets 100. I don't know if
Yeah.
Gordy gets 100 too. but-
Mike, do you want to watch it on my phone or my laptop? Which one would you like?
Yeah.
100
Gordy should be paying attention to the show, and you should shove that laptop.
I mean,
that
His show
laptop
isn't
up your
until
ass.
later.
I'll let you borrow my phone, my laptop. You can watch it right now like I am.
You're missing the
I
whole.
mean-
you're missing the whole point.
What are you
If I'm
No, the whole point is you want to watch it, and now you can watch it.
where are you going to watch it?
I don't watch the dumb show.
No, I know, but if you wanted to watch it, where are you going to watch it? Which is what I'm asking. Where the average person is going to be able to go watch that show. Like if our listening audience called up and said to me, "Mike Calta, how do I watch this show?"
Can I point out you didn't say the average person? You said, "Tell me where I can watch this show, and I'll give you $100."
Okay, I was
Gio
speaking-
did it. And got
Speaking
it.
on behalf of the
Here,
average
you can
person.
watch it. You can watch it on our YouTube channel right now, Joe. Just zoom in on that.
All right.
Yeah.
For those at home,
Yep.
you can watch it right
Our
here.
number's
Like
going to
it's
go through the
there.
roof.
Hey, Gio, take it out of the $100 death pool that you owe me.
All right, yeah, fair enough.
All right, I'll accept that.
Wow.
I mean, you got on a technicality, which is fine. Absolute technicality.
I guarantee it's you.
Absolute technicality.
I guarantee it's you.
I was trying to make an example of asking what the average person can't find.
And it
in the
was
episode.
terrible example.
Oh.
Can you just give me an idea of what you did?
I will show you exactly. I'll show
No,
you.
I know, but just tell me. What did you do?
What I did was I went to where it says series,
Right.
And I typed in Yellowstone.
And what it came up for you?
Yellowstone.
But only season 1 comes up.
And then I scrolled down to the latest episode. It said November 11th.
Oh, by the way, yeah, just so you know, a lot of times whenever they have multiple seasons, it'll only say one season. But you click on it and scroll down, and it has all the different episodes.
And I scrolled down and it said released November 11th, 2024.
Okay.
Desire's all you need.
Because that's just like a picture that they have up there that says season 1, but then it'll have all the other seasons.
It says Desire's all you need, a crisp $100 bill.
Oh.
I need more than desire to be able to operate on a day-to-day basis.
I knew it was you.
Speaking of desire, how about this? A poll by the sex toy company Adam and Eve found that 49% of Americans have had a threesome.
Oh.
So that's almost half.
Wait, how many?
49%. That's almost half.
All right, let's go around
So
the room.
I was just about to say, there is, 6 of us, five of us. Let's see how many have had a threesome.
I have not.
Gio, no. Mike Calta,
Why are you laughing, Carmen?
Yes.
Joe,
Yes.
Oh.
Carmen.
Ish. Halfway.
Ah,
That's good enough.
Okay.
you're either all in or you're not.
But that was the problem. Hey.
How old are you?
Don't worry about it.
Oh, easy, Franco.
Yeah.
No, I don't. I meant like, was it last week?
No. This is a long time ago.
It was you and Blaine and Ashley.
No, I believe I know what it was. Was it when Holly wanted to?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, that's what I was
that
thinking it
didn't
was.
happen. You're
okay.
disgusting.
Holly.
What?
Tight.
Oh, tell us about it, Carmen.
No.
Was it 2 guys or 2 girls?
2 girls. It was just like making out, but then they ended up doing a lot
Stuff.
more. And then
Yeah.
I was just like, all right, I'm out of here. And I just rolled out of bed and then I just like left.
Oh, you're the one that ruined everything.
I didn't ruin
You
it.
did. The guy was like, "This is the best night of my life,"
He
and then
still
you were
got
like,
some, just not from me.
"Yeah, it was
Sorry,
so-
Mark.
I don't.
you ruined it."
Yep.
She rolled out of bed and went and watched Yellowstone.
I couldn't find
It
it.
was so easy to find.
Peacock.
Joe, I assume it was you and the Glen Spockles.
Oh, no.
No.
I mean, I would definitely. Well, yeah. I mean, I think that the Glen Spockles are fairly attractive people. I would probably do that.
Wait, are you putting it out there?
No.
Joe,
Would
what,
have been in their camper.
Yeah.
what
Well,
decade did this happen? The 80s, 90s,
Well,
70s?
you know what
60s?
decade was my prime years.
Yeah, 90s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
20s.
It was the 90s were my prime years. So, yeah.
Joe was running wild in California.
Yeah.
I've heard some stories.
Yeah.
Joe was a madman back in the day. He was long hair and abs.
Yeah.
Your birthday's coming up. Maybe you can get the Glen Spockles to join in.
All right.
Ooh.
All right.
The pants and the sparkles?
Would the pants be down?
Sparkle pants.
All right.
Galvin, your birthday's coming up. Maybe the Glen Spockles will get you.
All right. I'm not mad.
Oh, that's
I'll
funny.
check and see their availability. But yeah.
Thank you.
Threesomes are only good if it's with a life partner, somebody that knows that you're not falling in love with somebody else, or 2 strangers. You can't do it with like a girlfriend and another girl.
No.
Like, don't get me wrong. I'd love to tell you I have tales of threesomes with my wife, but she's not into it at all. But like, I've had girlfriends before, and you try to do it with a girlfriend, and they get very jealous, and they don't like it, and it creates problems.
It depends on the girlfriend.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But if it's a lifer, or if it's somebody that's been around for a long time, they feel comfortable, then you're good. But there's been, I mean, I've seen arguments break out. It's not good.
Yeah.
It's not-
Threesomes
girls-
always end up as a twosome.
Yeah, like Carmen. Because girls like Carmen ruin it. They halfway through, they get mad and they leave.
I didn't get mad.
Why did you get mad?
I didn't get mad.
You were like, I want to be kissed on my lips.
No, I hadn't lost my virginity yet.
And
that's
scared.
And that's not how I was going to do that. So I was just like, all right, I got you guys warmed up. I'm out of here.
What a hussy.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Loose knees just slid right out of bed.
What did you? How old are you?
I was like 16.
Oh my God, I have a daughter.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, we were just making making out, and then they started getting like, and then it started touching, and then it got more and more, and I was like, all right, this is where I draw the line.
And what was he, like 27?
No. No.
Good job, Carmen. I'm proud of you.
You know what I mean? Like I said, like we're just having fun, but it definitely escalated to a point where I didn't think it was going to escalate to.
Well, I'm glad you got out of there.
Yeah, so instead of stopping the fun, I didn't make them stop. I was just like,
I'm bowing out of this.
Yeah. All right. So, see, I'm not a whatever.
All right, I take it back.
Fun wrecker.
Yeah, exactly. Have fun, just not with me.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm a fan. I'm a fan of the threesome.
So 90%
in the room. Yeah.
Gio's the odd duck out.
Yeah.
Well, Gio's only had sex with his wife.
That's right.
Yep.
Is that really true?
Yeah.
Look at him.
I think that's great.
Of course it's true.
Look at him.
Of course, yeah.
I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I think that's a solid run if you can make it.
It's like playing for one team your whole career.
Yeah.
You're gonna retire with that team.
I listened. It worked out for Brady.
Yeah.
But then I guess he left it.
Yeah, he left.
So you're saying when you get a little bit older, you're going to have another wife?
Yeah.
You're going to go win the Super Bowl somewhere else?
My next wife will be way more fun.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Oh, my God.
I'm kidding. Hello, kids.
So this poll says that the 49% of Americans have had a threesome, including 59% of men. Previous polls found it was more like 15%. So it seems like it's gone up over the years.
Oh, or people are just admitting it now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. I believe a good threesome is fun, even if there's really no, like if you just do a makeout threesome, that's fun too. Right, Carmen?
Yeah.
No.
I'm into that.
What do you prefer? You a girl and a guy, or you and two girls?
No, I definitely don't prefer the guy, but I will tell you,
you've been involved
because of Pete. Pete and I live together. We have done some gross things together, not with each other.
Whoa. When I was younger and I lived in an apartment, I was with this girl in my room, and my buddy Dave was drunk. We were having like a party, whatever, and we snuck off and stuff. And my buddy Dave comes in the middle of it and presented something and said, "What's up?"
That's a good one.
And the girl went,
no.
Yeah. Nope. I go, beat it.
No, I remember one time, one time, Pete and I were sharing a room in Venice, maybe after a Pipple Toddler gig.
Yeah.
And after the gig, I went back to the hotel room, went to sleep, and I don't know what Pete was doing, but he stayed there, was drinking or whatever, and hanging out. And the next thing you know, Pete and some girl come bustling in the room, and we had two beds, and, and they come in the room, they jump in the bed, and she sees me, and she goes, "Oh no, no!" And she got up and walked out, and Pete's like, "We have two beds." Pete had to go get another room. I was like, "Hey, lady, I'm sleeping. I don't know what you want from me. You want to go make sweet love to Pete? Go find another room." And they went and got their own room.
Quite possibly the biggest deny was me and another buddy of mine brought two girls back to my place, and we were doing stuff, and then the girl that was with him started reaching over and doing stuff to the point where I had to tap him on the shoulder and go,
"Ow, hit the road, buddy." Yeah.
Sorry. This just got more interesting.
Threesomes, fun.
Yeah.
That's my goal for 2025.
Good time.
Happy National Pizza with the Works Day. Well, it says pizza with the works except anchovies.
I like anchovies.
It says in here. I got to tell you, there's certain times where I want certain things.
Yes.
Most of the time, pizza, I like cheese pizza, or I like mushroom and onion.
Okay.
But then there's sometimes where I'm like, just throw everything on there. Just go crazy with it.
I mean, I like a good pizza. Anchovies I do enjoy, but I don't like them with the red sauce. So on a pizza, maybe not, but I have had it before.
Yeah.
Fine, yeah.
Yeah, just cheese for me.
When I worked at Domino's, the entire time I worked there, I only took 2 anchovy orders.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I remember. And the code, do you remember the code?
For anchovies? X?
Z.
Yeah. Yeah. I worked at a pizza place that had a bunch of different toppings. Like, that was their whole thing, was over 50 different types of toppings. They had sun-dried tomatoes, and they had porcini mushrooms, and they had this. And they were $1.50 each topping.
Oh, wow.
So people would order a pizza, and they'd get, a certain amount, and I'd be like, all right, that's going to be $58. And they're $58!
Yeah, you got 90 toppings.
I don't know what to tell you.
Do you remember the Domino's toppings in order?
Oh, no. I didn't work at Domino's that long.
Me either, but Pepperoni, ham, mushrooms, onions, green olives, black olives, sausage, ground beef, green peppers, and anchovies.
And I was too busy making fun of the people that were the delivery drivers that went by Iceman and different names from Top Gun. I was like, oh boy, these nerds. By the way, they're all way older than me, and I was like, look at these nerds. Yep. Today is also National. Joe, I think you're gonna like this.
Oh boy,
National Happy Hour Day. Gonna hit a nice happy hour later on today.
I think I will.
What time's happy hour start? 5?
Noon.
Oh,
well,
noon.
for me.
I would think like 5 o'clock, right?
Like 5, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
knock off a little early, go get some drinks.
Yeah.
Chili's 2 for $1.
I love that.
Margaritas.
Yeah.
I love just a quick stop off on the way home.
Yeah.
I have never gone to a place for happy hour. I've been to places where I'd order a drink and they'd bring me 2, and I'd look and they go, "It's happy hour at Super." And I go, "Oh no, it's too much."
Oh, we used to hit up. We used to hit up Applebee's for happy hour. It just gets sloshed.
Really?
Yeah. Doing all kind of shots and everything. Yeah.
Chili's always 2 for $1.
Yeah. And they do those big ass drinks too.
Yeah.
And I think now like Applebee's has like a $1 margarita night or something like that.
I wonder how much tequila is in that. It's just all sour mix.
I don't think it's real tequila. It's probably that like wine liqueur or whatever that they use. You know what I mean? But people, like the girls will go in and be like all cutesy. They're like, my first margarita. And by like 6, they're falling off the bar stool, just one eyelash hanging off.
How many till you could put it in your tush?
Ooh, listen, I have not drank in 4 months. Wow. So I'm probably going to go like 2 margaritas, and I'm out. And you can do whatever you want to.
What are you doing for lunch today?
I don't know what's happening.
Yeah.
All right, we'll see you on the cruise.
Chad, I'll bring her home by dinner.
I'll see you at happy hour.
A marketing agency used a list of criteria like smile analysis, shine factor, vocal attractiveness, and media perception to create a ranking of the sexiest bald men of 2024.
Oh,
all right.
I have the top 10 here.
Bald men.
I don't really know.
Think of different bald celebrities.
Jason Statham.
Not on the list.
Wow.
Good choice though, because I would think a lot of ladies find him attractive.
Bald.
The People's Champion, The Rock.
The Rock.
Good guess.
Comes in at number 2.
2. Somebody sexier than The Rock.
Yeah, according to this.
Ooh. Is Bruce Willis on that list?
Bruce Willis. Not on the list.
Okay.
Dr. Phil.
She's not bald. He's got the side.
Dr. Phil, no.
I love that.
I don't find him attractive, but Vin Diesel, he's just famously bald.
Comes in at number 10.
I'd rather bang Dr. Phil.
There was a guy you were talking about earlier that is on this list.
A bald man, Stanley Tucci?
Stanley Tucci.
Really?
Comes in at number 9.
What about Michael Chiklis?
Michael Chiklis, the commish. No, not on here. Not on here.
The relevant bald guy.
Great bald head.
They have a French soccer player, Thierry Henry.
Oh, what about Ronaldo?
Ronaldo? No.
He's not bald.
Who am I thinking of?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Well, Ronaldo has been bald at times, but no, he's not bald. You're right.
He has?
Yeah.
I have to look this up.
Maybe his head shaved.
Yeah,
but
shaved. That's
not
what I mean.
like bald, like a real close cut.
So shaved head doesn't count?
No.
No,
Yeah,
like-
Ronaldo's not bald. He's just.
But I will tell you, there are some on here that have the Dr. Phil, have the friar tuck, have a little bit of the, on the sides. Go ahead.
Pitbull.
Pitbull.
Yankee.
No, not on the list.
Solid.
By the way, Carmen, have you Googled Pitbull with hair?
No. Is it going to
Google?
ruin my life?
No. You're going to go, why is he shaving his head? Very attractive with hair.
All right, let's not.
Like, looks good.
Does he?
Looks way better than he does now.
Can he grow his hair? Like, is it his
I
hair?
don't know. I'm not friends with him, so I don't know.
Oh, okay. Well, I didn't know if the picture was real or if it's like AI.
No. It's real. It's when he was younger, but looks much better than he does now.
Okay.
What about Jeff Bezos?
Oh.
No.
What? Really?
Not on the list.
Wow.
Yeah, all that money.
You would think, yeah.
What do you think, Mike?
I mean, he still has that rat face, but yeah, he's got Tom Cruise locks.
Yeah. Much better.
Yeah. Yeah, he must have been losing it. He must have been losing. He was like, let me get out ahead of this.
Quite possibly. I can tell you number 7. This is the sexiest bald man according to this marketing
Mike
agency
Tyson.
that put it together. No, number 7, Samuel L. Jackson.
He's bald?
Number 6.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Number 6, Danny DeVito.
No.
He's adorable.
Number 5, Terry Crews.
Okay.
Not a fan.
Number 4.
That's
Oh,
magic.
I'm sorry.
Jesus.
Sorry.
Why?
I hit the space bar. I'm sorry.
Ooh, we should get Hoppy to do it.
That was a burn on you in your voice. You burned
What a
yourself.
jerk.
Yeah, you
Number
are.
4 is surfer Kelly Slater.
Oh, yeah, he's gorgeous.
Number 3, Jack Diesel.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
yeah.
Jack Diesel comes in number 3. Number 2 is The Rock. So who is number 1?
Charles
the sexiest
Barkley.
man. No, not Charles.
Can you tell us, is he sports, actor, music? Or we'll give it away.
I can tell you he's none of those,
Oh.
but you know who he is, and he's very famous.
He's a politician?
No, but along those lines, I can tell you.
Oh.
Not
Joe Rogan.
no,
No.
Oh.
not
He's
American.
too short.
Joe Rogan not on the list at all.
No,
Wow.
Not American.
not American. Not really politics, but leaning a lot more that than sports or any
So
of that stuff. Whatever.
business, entrepreneur.
They deal with politics, but they're not officially like
Is it
politicians.
news media?
No. Think foreign. I'll give it away now if you want me to.
Bald.
Think royalty.
Hello? Henry? Harry? Whatever his name
Harry.
is?
Prince Harry.
Harry is not bald.
No, what's the other guy's name?
Prince William.
William.
Yeah.
Prince William.
No.
Come on.
That's number 1.
He looks like he's
No.
sick.
Get outta here.
He's got alien head.
He beats
By the way, him with hair is, he's a prince and he's handsome. Him without hair, you're like,
Yeah.
what is going on with this guy?
And he had great hair when he was a kid.
Yeah.
That's the sad thing. He started balding when he was in those 20s,
Yeah.
19, 20 years old.
But he had the wispy thing going for
Yeah,
a
yeah.
while.
I
before.
feel like if you talk to him, he's nice about it. He goes, "Yeah, I lost my hair, when I was young."
But also,
Do
he's
more
not.
of the accent.
What?
Do more of the accent.
Hello, I lost my hair when I was young.
He's
Young
not
and Paul
completely.
used to come over and we play songs together.
He's not completely bald. He has the Dr. Phil thing going on, so that
Yeah.
doesn't count.
He said that. Galvin
I
said that.
there were other ones, and they're Danny DeVito.
How does that guy beat The Rock?
Yeah.
Come on.
Because of his bank account.
I don't know. I would take the Rock's money.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
This guy owns half the world.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. The Rock's got enough money to not have to live in England. The Rock's got that. I like that movie. That it looks like it's going to be good. That Santa Claus movie he's
Red
got coming
one.
out. Like it'd be a good kids Christmas movie.
Yeah.
It's a good new take on something.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about every year the Tampa Theater does a movies in the theater where they go and they show The Godfather, and I always am out of town when they're showing it, so I don't know. But I did see that they were showing Elf this year, and I thought, I wonder if my daughter would like to go see that because we love that movie. If she'd want to go see that in the theater,
You know what I said to my wife the other day is Austin Powers. I go, I wonder if my son has seen that. He probably knows
Does it hold
references and stuff and everything.
Yeah.
I wonder if it holds up.
The last time I watched it, it didn't really hold up that
Oh,
great.
really?
Yeah.
I can see that.
And I used to think that movie was the
they were
greatest.
great when they came out.
You know what I
Right.
mean?
Yeah,
Especially
when they
part
came
2.
out. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
fantastic.
I don't know. I can't get my kids. My son won't watch any movies. He can't sit still long enough. He hates movies.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's like, I go, Joe, this movie's great, and he goes, it's not. I can tell you right now, it's not better than Back to the Future.
He's not wrong.
No, he's right.
I like to call that the Olive Garden theory.
Yeah, he's,
Why waste time
got
when
a
you've already
point.
watched Back to the Future?
You already had the best movie ever.
Just so you know, you're not alone with not watching Yellowstone the other night. Kevin Costner did not watch Sunday's episode of Yellowstone, where the fate of his character, John Dutton, was revealed.
Can somebody tell me?
No, I'm not telling you.
No.
Do you know?
Yeah.
Why won't you tell me?
Because it's a spoiler. and people
come
haven't
on.
watched it
It
yet.
just
the normal
aired.
man can't find the episode.
All right, can I guess? And you don't have to tell me?
I can tell you. I'm watching on my phone right now.
Shut up, Gio. I assume that they just wrote him out as dying because he was sick anyway. So what did it say?
I don't know.
Oh.
Yeah, you can't, it's been like 24 hours. You
Yeah.
can't
Not telling
put
you.
it out there.
You're such a jerk.
Kevin Costner said he, quote, I didn't know it was actually airing last night. He's Kevin Costner.
He knew.
I'm
He
so
doesn't-
busy.
You don't think so?
Kevin Costner is so busy plowing young yum, 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 that he doesn't care. Yeah.
But you don't think because didn't they screw him out of the show? That's kind of
No. So he had said to them, he committed to the 5 seasons.
Right.
Or 4 seasons or whatever it was.
and he didn't create the show or anything. He was just the main cast member.
And he said to them, I can give you 5 seasons or whatever, but then I have other commitments and things I have to do because he's so into this other long ass movie that nobody liked.
Yeah.
But
worked
he,
out.
yeah, but he said it's not just that. Like he's got other projects, so he can't do both. And he told them, I can't. If you can't work around my schedule, I can't do it. So they decided to move on without him, which I think they can do just fine. Was a good figurehead. But I think people really are drawn to Rip, and that's what they want to see. And if they move somebody else into the figurehead kind of role, it'll be fine.
The way I've never watched a show, but just from the outside looking in, it seems like that's the main character. It's like killing off Tony Soprano.
Yeah, but he's not because the daughter and Rip are really what the story. People have flocked to them, and then there's the whole barn full of other characters in there that you can expand on.
And I think you've not had enough of him, but you got enough of him where you could still reference him and do things, whatever. And there could even be flashback things, that they may have already had film for.
Yeah.
And they have to kill him off, though, right? Like they can't continue with him like moving away or something.
He rides off into the sunset.
He was running for governor. So I can't see it being a smart move. They say, well, he's governor now, and he lives in the capital. They're eventually going to have some communication with him.
If they don't kill him off, then he can eventually maybe come back in the end or something.
Yeah, I think he's. I think
has a heart
they
attack.
killed him. Yeah. Well, he was sick. He had cancer.
Oh, yeah, there you go. It came back.
When
Came
Michael
out.
Scott left The Office, it all went to hell.
Listen, I watched The Office as like a background show. I have to tell you, I fell asleep and woke up, and I never knew Michael Scott was gone. So I missed the whole thing.
There's no better character. He's so frustrating.
It was
to
never
watch.
the same.
No, it wasn't. It was watchable, and there was a
yeah.
lot of good stuff after. But yeah, he was the best part of that for sure.
Yeah. And with Game of Thrones, that's what made that show good is they killed off the main character first season.
Yeah.
Boom.
John Brennan and I have had this discussion. If you have a show where you're killing off main characters, that's a good show.
Yeah.
Because
Nobody's safe.
Yeah, nobody's safe, and you have to show people dying too.
Yeah.
Don't just be like, oh, and
They
then
died.
show something the moon, and then
I'll never forget the day after the Red Wedding episode. I've never watched any of Game of Thrones, and everywhere I went, everybody was like, all over social media. Oh my God, Red Wedding, Red Wedding. Nobody was expecting
It was wild.
Yeah. It's that was really good to a point, and then they kind of rushed the end and all that stuff.
Towards the end, they messed up.
A little bit, but most
Overall,
shows do.
though, good.
Oh yeah, definitely worth watching for sure. This is one I don't know whether it's going to be worth watching or not. We've always talked about the long-awaited sequel.
Yeah.
Eminem reportedly filmed a comedic role for Happy Gilmore 2. Ben Stiller also reprises his role.
I hope Jelly Roll makes an appearance.
Oh yeah, probably. Well, I think he's going to be in the new Blues Brothers or whatever. Oh, Spinal Tap.
Oh.
Remember who was in here?
Brad Williams.
Brad Williams.
Yeah.
Spinal Tap. Sorry, that is not going to be a good movie.
No.
Anything that takes that long to redo or come back, it's not going to work.
Well, the other thing is that Happy Gilmore 2 with Ben Stiller's in his role, and this guy's doing it again, and this guy's back. It's going to be like Super Troopers 2, where they were like, "Hey, remember
Same
in the
jokes.
first one,
Yeah.
Right.
when we did this?
Same
Super
jokes.
Troopers was great. Super Troopers 2 was like." You're watching Super Troopers 1, and they're going, do you remember this part?
Yep.
Yeah.
This happened in this. Ugh. The White Stripes have withdrawn their lawsuit against Donald Trump for using 7 Nation Army. Oh, thank God.
Damn it, man.
That is one. So now he only has 40 felonies or however many. Swifties are going after Zach Bryan. One fan pointed out that 3 of his songs sound suspiciously like Taylor Swift songs.
Is this the guy that was dating the chicken fry?
Yes.
Okay.
They say in hindsight,
Why are we calling her Chicken Fry? What is the story there?
her legs, something about her legs.
That's not her last name?
Her last name is Lapaglia or something like that.
I really thought her name was Chicken Fry.
No.
No, so I guess it was a video where I don't know whether he said it or she said it that her legs look like chicken fries, and then that
Okay.
became her.
I am
thing,
so
whatever.
old and out of touch.
Yeah. I am too, but I Googled it.
Yeah.
Because I was like, why do they call her chicken fried legs or whatever? In hindsight, they say it was probably not wise for him to tweet that Kanye is better than Taylor. So he did that, and now he's got songs that sound a little like hers and stuff. So the Swifties are all over it.
Wait,
Take them down.
Have you seen that rabbit hole?
No.
About how all the artists, especially females, but all artists, if you beat Beyonce in an award show, like the Grammys or anything like that, if she's in your category and you beat her,
Beehive takes it down?
No, if you do not thank her and basically kiss her ass saying that she's the one who made your career and she influenced you and this and that you're next on the list. You're basically the next Aaliyah. You're off. You're dead.
Whoa.
And the only reason why Kanye did that is because he knew it, and Taylor Swift was so new in the industry and she was so excited that she forgot and she was not going to thank Beyonce. So Kanye jumped up there to save Taylor Swift.
By the way, that doesn't make any sense because he stopped her before she even started talking.
Right.
Because
But he knew. He didn't.
But he knew.
She wasn't going to. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, she was like because she was so shocked that she didn't know. But they like have a whole thing, and it's like Adele, Katy Perry, Nicki Minaj. Like, there's a bunch of artists who win over Beyonce, and their whole speech is about Beyonce.
Can I give you a better?
No. I like that one. I like that theory.
A better Beyonce Jay-Z story that I heard yesterday. Perez Hilton put it out there.
Okay.
Do you know that this woman, I want to say Carrie White was her name, that supposedly she was banging Jay-Z while Beyonce was pregnant with Blue Ivy?
And she got pregnant?
She's dead.
Yeah. She also got pregnant, and she was going to come out, and then and she wouldn't abort the baby, which Jay-Z asked, and she wouldn't do it, and guess where she is?
Wow.
Yeah. There is a lot of bodies around Jay-Z and Beyonce.
They're like the Clintons.
She had a Carter attack. His name's Carter. Yeah. That's interesting.
Listen, it's a theory. It's crazy. It's out there. Do I believe it? A little bit. But does it have to be true? Absolutely not. I don't know, but it's a coincidence that all these people go into these rants about Beyonce when they're the ones who win an award.
Well, can I say on the record that I like Beyonce's Levi's commercial where you see her in her underwear?
Yeah.
Yes,
and
agreed.
if I could ever beat Ann Kelly for an award, I will thank Beyonce.
Oh, very nice.
Better.
Finally, in news, someone asked the internet, what's popular right now that you have zero interest in?
Oh, let's save this.
Okay.
I'd like to talk about that.
Some different responses and stuff. So something that's really popular and you're like, I don't get it. I'm not into that at all. Or, I just don't like that, whatever it is.
All right, good. I got a couple of those.
All right.
Mike Calta Show, good morning. Hello?
All right.
Oh, man.
You wrestling someone? All right.
Oh, the phone's got to be in their pocket.
Mike Calta Show, good morning.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi, Mike. I just wanted to let you know you can watch the 9th episode of Yellowstone on Spectrum on Demand.
I don't have Spectrum, but thank you. I appreciate you. I'll try and check that out somehow, but thank you. I have to give her $100 now too.
Yeah.
No, just Gio. He was the first one.
Yeah.
I mean, Gio sidestepped the rules.
I don't know how that was happening.
I was asking how the average person could do it. I didn't word it right.
I forgot.
You did not say that at all.
And Gio is above or below average?
Yeah, below.
Mike Calta Show, though.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hi.
Hey.
Yeah. What were you expecting?
Yeah.
Like, I said hi, you said hi, then what's up?
I can't hear you.
I'm right here. Can you hear me?
Maybe it is our fault.
Can I remove the phone lines?
Please.
Nope. We're gonna get
Like
this
if I
thing here.
set your thing on fire, will it go back and catch fire?
No.
at the
But then
studio?
we'd never hear from Medicine Man ever again.
Yeah.
You
What will
can't
we
live
do?
without that.
What will we do?
What do you think ever happened to Crazy Patty?
Who cares?
Oh.
Well, I mean, I like to know if she's living
Does she
alive
still
or
call
dead.
into the other shows?
No.
I think her family probably
Locked her up?
not locked her up, but definitely took more attention to her. And
Do you think they took more attention to her?
I'm trying to think of the words, but obviously we're on air. I'm not trying to have a 5-minute pause. I can't think of. They probably are taking better care of her. They're probably more hands-on. They probably took her phone away.
That would have took you 5 minutes to come up with.
I don't. You know what?
I think she's the new chief of staff for.
I hate this.
It sounds like your hormones are out of whack.
I hate all of you, Gio. You suck.
Mike Calta Show. Good morning.
Good morning, Michael. Do you have YouTube TV still?
Yes.
Okay. All you have to do is search in YouTube TV for Yellowstone and add it to your library to record. It's on there every week.
Yeah, I could. I know how to record it. I was trying to watch the first. Yeah, I was trying to watch Sunday night's episode. Well, I forgot.
It was on last night at 8 o'clock again.
Oh.
But if you set your DVR to record it, you can watch it anytime you want.
All right, I will record the ones in the future. Thank you very much.
Yeah, you can also search when it's on too.
Yeah.
Right.
I'll put it on your phone during the break.
Thank you. Mike Calta Show. Hello.
Hey, this is Patrick. I was going to tell how you can watch Yellowstone.
Everybody knows.
What are you watching it on, Patrick?
All right, Philo. Have you heard of Philo?
I did. Galvin told me about that. I don't want to join anything, get a free trial and all that stuff, but I appreciate that.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you, though.
Not
Thank
a
you. I
problem.
appreciate your thinking about me.
Is there a way for somebody to send it to Mike's eyes for free? Is that possible? Because he doesn't want to move out of his chair or press any buttons or do anything.
But someone's going to have to hold his eyelids open.
Yeah, no, you can watch it inside his eyes.
Oh, okay. Oh, like a contact?
Yeah.
We're talking about the average person. The average person.
We'll just inject it into your neck, and then it'll be playing in your brain.
Man, that would be if I could lay in bed.
I bet I could put it on every TV in this room during the break.
All right. Before he could find it.
Do you know how I would feel if I could get that? Like if I could lay in bed and
How
I
would
could
you feel?
Oh, it would be wonderful. Oh. I'd feel like
I was so feeling it in my body. I felt it in my ankles.
Maybe we can play it on your ankles.
Yeah. Yeah. There you go.
We got to take a break. We'll talk about the list with Galvin. What
is popular now that you have zero interest in?
Oh, I have so many of them. We'll talk about that next. It's the Mike Calta Show. This is 102.5 The Bone. Our band Pipple Toddler makes a triumphant return to Sarasota in what will be our last show of the year.
Yeah.
That is happening down there at Joyland on the 22nd, and I'm really looking forward to that. You know, sometimes you have a gig and you're like, we got to play next weekend. I'm like, no. This is Joyland's a great place. It's a great crowd. Are you coming to that?
I believe I am coming there.
I love when you come to the Joyland gigs because you sing all the time, whether we want you to or not.
That's right.
That is my favorite. It is just me and Joe standing at my mic and everyone just smiling and every once in a while just leaning in and singing a song. It's fantastic.
Just helping out.
That is Joyland, the 22nd of this month, next week from this Friday. Looking forward to that. And then that also is the day that we do our big broadcast live at the Walmart on Dale Mabry and 275 for Metropolitan Ministry. So or for the food drive to collect food for the people in the Tampa Bay area. I don't know who exactly is distributing it, but that's always a big deal and a fun time for us. The only time we really bring the show on the road. I actually said this morning, I said, if I'm out, I'm getting paid. I'm not getting paid for that.
No, and that's one of the ones that I pointed out. That's something where it's, to help out. So, but there's two things happening this week that we have to be aware of.
This week?
Friday, two things.
I know.
What?
Friday night is...
No. Friday on the show. Two things
on
Friday
this
on the
show.
show. Yeah.
I know. On this show.
Yeah.
Oh, we didn't vote on that.
No, we did. We did.
I'm
6
voting no.
at 9.
Yes.
Okay.
6 at 9 is happening on Friday. Also, we are picking who our Christmas
Secret
gift.
Santa's
Yeah,
on.
Secret Santa.
Okay. All right.
And who's all involved in that now?
That is all of us. So me, Gio, Mike, Joe, Carmen, Dom, Tony. And did you ask Ian?
Should we nick Tony and Addie in? Does that make more sense?
I mean,
yeah.
However many we have, if you stand in a circle and you give the person to your left.
I mean, no offense to Tony. Tony, I mean, we don't really hear from Tony like we used to, and
we gotta ship it,
which is not a bad thing. No, seriously though, but then we gotta ship it, and
Tony's a pretty good gift giver.
Yeah,
though.
Tony's a great gift giver.
Like he gets some good gifts. Tony got me a couple times.
Yeah, I got a nice Steelers golf set.
Yeah, we.
Leave him in. I don't care.
I say keep him in.
All right,
keep him in.
Whoever gets them has to ship their stuff and make sure you do it.
He's using my money to buy your gifts. I just want you to know that.
Listen, it's his money.
Can we get rid of who, Carmen?
You know. You know.
Where does he sit near me?
Wait a minute.
I mean, I want to say to you, right?
No.
Wow.
What? I'm a good gift giver.
Can I tell you? Can I be honest
you
with
don't
you?
have your partner with you now.
Oh, yeah.
Are you going to be?
I think he's better alone. He's here early every day. He's never missed a beat.
I will tell you, Joe is on the uptick.
Yeah.
Not so much video, but
I think something else. I think something else is bringing him down.
Yeah, I see that, but I mean, just as I'm just thinking back to the gifts.
Right, but that may be another thing where, somebody else was jumping on board with his stuff or whatever, or, he had a different idea that got shot down or who knows what.
Yeah, it just always seemed to be the other way. It always seemed to be Joe was signing the card.
Yes.
And that was his contribution.
Well, let's get through this year and see.
Don't throw me out yet, Carmen.
maybe with Dizzy with the year-end review, we find out how Joe did.
That we have to do.
Meditation with my dog. Wow, that was so crazy. And I stopped myself because I was feeling it. I was so feeling it in my body. I felt it in my ankles.
That's what I want for Christmas. I want to be able to feel it in my ankles. I want to feel it in my ankles.
Yeah.
Damn it.
So someone asked the internet, what's popular right now that you have zero interest in? Something out there where you see it and you go, yeah, I don't get it, or I'm not into that at all. Can
I tell you what mine is?
We talk about Reggae Rise Up. Reggae Rise Up, people love it.
Hugely popular.
So popular. Not something I'm going to. Reggae, if it's on the cruise, I'm like, oh, okay.
Do people get, because I have two things that I want to put in there. One is Morgan Wallen. Morgan Wallen is hugely successful, and everybody likes him from kids to men and women, and I don't find him.
He's pop country.
Yeah, but I'm saying for me, that's a trend right now that I don't care about.
Sure, but I think you get it. Like, I think you hear it and you go, oh, yeah, that's a popular, that's a good hook to that song, whatever.
I don't really like country music. He's got a couple catchy songs.
Yeah,
he's great for a tailgate.
But if you gave me tickets to Morgan Wallen in the front row, I wouldn't go. But people were clamoring for it.
Oh yeah, my kids would go nuts for that.
I'll give you a great example of what I'm talking about. So this is stuff that's popular that you have zero interest in. Adult coloring books.
Oh,
I didn't know that was popular.
Your wife has them.
My wife has them?
No, I'm pointing at the guy.
No, I'm saying, how do you know my wife has them?
Because you've talked about it on the air before.
She may have them for work, for therapeutic reasons.
You talked about it because we were talking about coloring in the lines and doing that stuff, and you said my wife will do the adult coloring books, but she'll do like outside the line and make her own thing, and it's unbelievable.
Oh yeah. I don't know that that's adult coloring books. I think she just used it with Juliana's coloring book. Yeah. No. I have seen her make art out of a coloring book. I go, wow, But yeah, I don't think she actually went out and bought an adult coloring book. But I get you. I know what you're saying.
Because I think
didn't know.
Spanish was talking about it whenever we were having that discussion.
Do you think Shark has any?
Oh, definitely. So that's one of the things that's popular. That
I was unaware that was popular.
Yeah. What's some of the other stuff? Any guesses, or you want to just kind of rip through some of the different ones?
I thought it was more like the other thing I had was Jelly Roll, but I didn't know that they were.
I will tell you, it's not people.
Not people. Yeah,
it's not really people. It's things.
What about painting with a twist?
No, I mean that's adult coloring book.
Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A is one of them. Yeah.
Chick-fil-A. Let me see if Chick-fil-A is on here. Chick-fil-A not on here.
All right. Well, I guess we can go through the list.
So they have kombucha.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. I know what it is, but I'm not drinking it.
Right, but it was really
same thing with mix that with kava and the other thing too. Kratom.
Can I throw in the the boba ball things?
Yeah.
Boba.
I had a lot of people do that.
How about this? Very popular. I have no interest in it, but people in this room do. Fantasy football.
Love fantasy football.
Yeah.
I played fantasy football for like 12 years. Then I took a year off, and I don't miss it at all. I was like, I don't even remember.
I guess I was
anymore.
just doing it because people kept on inviting me.
I hated to I've realized I didn't like having to worry about lineups and who's playing who. I just like to watch the games now.
I won this week, and it makes me very happy.
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
Things that are popular right now, you have zero interest in. So another one is celebrity brands and celebrity podcasts.
Yeah, I don't care about that garbage.
Yeah.
Like I don't like. I'm not getting anything from Goop.
Right.
What's her face's brand and
Skims.
Skims.
I will tell you, I'm into Skims just because of WNBA.
Yeah.
I'm into Skims just because of the that's Kim Kardashian, right?
Right.
Yeah. I'll do anything she does, but I don't. I'm not following anybody's podcast or any of that stuff.
No.
How about this?
Joe Rogan would be one of those things.
Yeah.
I don't even watch Joe Rogan's podcast. I've never seen one episode of Joe Rogan's podcast. I've only seen clips of it on YouTube.
Yeah. I'll listen to it.
Yeah.
I listen to it.
I've never done that. I've never sat down and listened to a whole. I think the very first time Bert was on, or not the very first time, but one of the times where the show was hugely popular, Bert was on early years ago, and he talked about me for a while. I listened to that whole segment, and that's probably the longest I've ever listened.
Yeah, I put it on like in the car. I'll listen to it and then stop it and then listen to it.
Not against it. I just don't,
Politics as your personality.
Yes.
Gross.
Geo.
There is
No,
a
kidding.
lot of that.
Geo.
I'm kidding.
Yeah, I could not be farther from that.
Yeah,
There's a
I know.
lot of that I'm just like, all right.
I don't get it.
Talk about anything else.
Yeah.
Anything else. Joe,
Yes.
you're guilty of this one.
Uh-oh.
It's popular. I have zero interest in it. Vaping.
Oh, yeah, that's me. Yeah.
I got to tell you,
Scumbag.
I saw a guy the
sorry.
other day
What?
with it. I don't even want to call it what I thought. Robot,
Yeah.
wiener. But he was, and I'm like, look at you. Like, what is going on? That's so weird to me.
There's the unapologetic vapors.
Yeah.
They just don't care. They'll blow in your face like this jerk over here.
Wait a minute.
Chucking clouds.
He blows it on me all the time.
Yeah.
Well, you deserve it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just trying to agitate you.
Disgusting.
I see Joey does the secret. He does the secret suck and blow.
Yeah.
Like he'll
He
do
does
it.
the Popeye.
Yeah. Side mouth.
Yeah. This one, very popular. Not everybody's into it, though. Pickleball.
Love it. I haven't played it in so long, but again, I'm not obsessed. I'm not watching it on TV.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm not that obsessed, but I love it.
Listen,
It's fun.
it is very popular. It's
Yeah.
so popular that they're turning other things into pickleball courts. Like
Yes.
they're, old malls. They're buying up old malls and making it pickleball courts. They're tennis courts. Tennis courts are like, you know what? These 4 tennis courts could be 16 pickleball courts.
Yeah.
Remember Ron DeSantis was trying to put pickleball courts in all the the parks,
Yeah.
state parks?
Yeah.
And people lost their minds.
Yeah.
I remember watching a thing on, was it Real Sports or something, whatever, but they had Judy Gold, the comedian, Judy Gold.
Yeah.
She was mad because they turned in the tennis courts into pickleball, and
Yeah.
now it's pickleball 24/7, and she can't get any sleep.
Well, and it's louder because
Yeah.
it's clink, clink, clink,
Right.
clink, ping, ping.
I've
and
never played. I'd like to play.
It's fun.
I want to play.
You would not be very good.
Oh, I bet you I would.
Oh.
Okay.
I feel like
No, now the challenge is on.
What makes you think that?
Yeah. When you raced Gio to the stop sign and won, when you boxed, whatever.
When I beat you 100 times to 1 in tennis.
Tennis, not a very good tennis player.
when you lost at Wii,
I would, Oh yeah, you lost
Not
at
even-
me.
I will race you to the pickleball court.
I would imagine that tennis skills carry over a bit to pickleball skills. So
I feel like pickleball is like tennis for less athletic people.
I feel like
for
pickleball-
older people.
I feel like pickleball is like tennis and table tennis put together, where
Yeah.
you're almost standing on the table.
I'm good
Yes.
at table tennis. Therefore, I'll be good at pickleball.
Like you don't have to move a lot, do you?
Right.
Yeah, I think
can't-
it's pretty fast. Right?
It goes really fast. Like your reaction time has to be fast, and it depends if you play front or back.
And I think there's a lot of volleys where you're like boom, 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 boom. you
Yeah.
go right back
But
and
you're
forth.
not running like tennis.
No, but I think it's a lot more of back and forth,
Is it?
whatever. So it's a lot of fast twitch stuff,
Right.
as
But
opposed to
All right,
just
Carmen,
like
pick
tennis,
a
there
day.
is
When are we
running.
playing?
Okay, let's go.
I would
Well-
play. I would definitely play.
Okay. Let's go. Let's go after the show one day. We'll
And I'm
play.
not going to say that I'm the best in the world, but I'll say that I'll
Yes,
play.
let's
Who's
do
your
it.
partner?
We'll see how after. Oh, if it's who's my choice?
I mean, I already picked Carmen.
Carmen.
No, I already picked Carmen.
No.
You didn't pick me.
I thought you were going
Oh,
against
you don't want to
Carmen.
be on my team?
Yeah, I thought you wanted to play against me.
Okay. Fine. You and Galvin.
Me.
and
Come on.
versus me and Pap Pap.
All right.
All
Oh,
right.
jeez.
Ew, that's not fun.
He's
Listen,
gonna
we'll
vape
go-
in your face while
we'll
you're
go-
trying to hit the ball.
We'll go quadruple to nothing
Yeah.
on that 100 that you bet earlier.
You,
you're a
every
mile-
point you score, you guys get 5.
If you're a mildly attractive athletic woman and you'd like to be my pickleball partner, please email me and hit me up on Instagram.
Oh, you already said Joe. He's mildly
No.
Yep.
My hair either
He's mildly what?
attractive.
He's mildly retarded.
Oh,
Sorry, Joe.
it's all right.
Some of the different stuff that's very popular, but you have zero interest in. How about Cybertrucks?
Oh my God, they're so ugly.
Yeah, they are ugly, but they're fast and they carry a lot of stuff. I mean,
I gotta be honest with you. I don't want one, but whenever I see one in the wild, I go, "Ooh, Cybertruck."
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it's because we haven't had a new shape of car in a long time.
Yeah.
I would like to just have one for like a weekend to drive around.
You can rent them.
Yeah,
I have
just
no
to, like-
idea what they look like inside
Yeah.
or anything. I see them and I just go, and I'll do this too. I go, "Oh, orange one."
Yeah.
See, I see them and I go, why?
Yeah.
Like, why? What do you need that for?
It's a different shape of car, and I don't know why people crap all over it. It's not what you're used to looking at, but what's so sexy about your car? Not you in particular.
It does look like a refrigerator driving down the road.
By the way, did anybody see the poll that Elon Musk put out the other day on X? Would you give up your phone for an X phone if it came with the Starlink all over the world?
Why
and
would
it's
I?
cheaper than the iPhone.
Oh man,
I don't know.
He is Lex Luthor.
I don't know, but let me just tell you. Let me just tell you what I don't like is Twitter, and I don't want to operate. If everything's going to be like that, I don't want to do it.
Yeah.
I can tell you when I'm done paying off my phone, I will no longer be a blue texter.
Oh, you have an Android?
I'm switching it up.
I gotta be honest with you, Carmen. You know what a good idea is if you pay off your phone and you have your phone to use one of the like Walmart or one of those providers. They're the exact same providers, and they're
same
way
tower.
It's like $35 a month.
I can't have a Walmart provider.
Yeah, well,
why?
You show
How do you
over
know?
there.
How would anyone know?
Exactly, they won't know.
No, you'll know.
What do you do? Do you wear
know.
your AT&T button around to let everyone know?
You know how hard it would be embarrassing if somebody called me and said the Walmart customer you're calling cannot answer the phone right now. I'd be like, oh,
Carmen,
why would it say that?
I don't know.
Carmen.
Exactly, you don't know.
Nobody will know. Nobody will.
No,
be able
if
to
you're
tell.
green, if you're
They
a
can
green
tell. They
bubble, I think less of
Well,
you.
that's Android. I'm
Yeah.
saying if she keeps her phone.
Do you know what
and-
But I
Walmart-
don't want.
provider.
But I want to get away from iPhone,
Walmart's a yellow bubble. When you use it, it comes up like a little.
like Sprint
Yep.
or a Spirit
No,
airline.
it comes up like a
rollback pricing.
Yeah, exactly. It's a little round ball.
Yeah.
You can't be in the group text if you're green bubble.
Yeah, you're out.
Well, sorry.
How about this? Now I'm going to say it, and you may go, "What is that?" But I'll explain. Broccoli haircuts.
That's my son.
Every teenager now has the big,
Yep.
poofy, curly
Oh, yeah.
front broccoli
Yeah.
haircut.
That's
yeah.
my son. My son's all broccoli. I don't get it at all.
Oh, does he have a broccoli now?
Dude, my
I
son.
haven't seen him for a little while.
We went to Greece, and my son had his hair like blonde, and then he shaved it off, and he had like almost like a tennis ball amount of hair left. His little piece was, and he was completely tan, and he wore earrings. I was like, this kid's like. He looks like a Greek god. We're walking around Greece, and he's posing and taking pictures. I'm like, this kid's like a supermodel. Now he's got that stupid hair, the broccoli hair.
cut?
Every day I go, come on, just go shave it off.
Then you go like to the high school, and every
Everybody.
kid's got the exact same
Yeah.
haircut.
Yeah.
I mean, look, I get it. I can't recognize trends. This kid
Yeah.
knows what he's doing.
Another one. This one just says YouTubers.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I
Yeah.
mean, that's the thing. Like, you have your Mr. Beast or your favorite YouTuber, and I don't. Do you have a favorite YouTuber?
No,
me either.
Yeah, I don't. Well, yeah, I guess I do, but it's not like a young YouTuber or anything. Rick Beato, who does
The drumming?
the producer. He's a producer, and he has all the different people. So that's very interesting.
Yeah,
to
but
me.
that's more just a social media thing. I think because he's got a thing that he does. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where like Mr. Beast does what?
But he does
He does-
challenges, and he
Yeah.
does. You know,
Mr.
Yeah, he does
Yeah.
reality.
Right, but- no,
He's
but-
a reality YouTuber.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. He's a reality YouTuber, whereas a guy like
Rick
your
Beato's
guy
a show.
and yeah, Joe Rogan's a show.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
what I'm saying. I'm not. I get it, but I'm just saying. I don't think that I have one specifically that I watch, but I do like I like Cody Tucker, and I like those sort of things, but I like them in small amounts.
I've got a bunch that I watch.
You do, you really?
Yeah, I do. I watch like the Long Island Audit.
Oh, yeah. Sure, yeah.
I love
But even that, I'm only watching in clips.
Yeah, I watch it all the time. Anytime there's a new episode, I watch it. There's another guy. I can't remember his name. He's on my playlist, and he's in a pawn shop, and he does all these different people bringing their pawn.
The foreign guy?
Yeah. That
Yeah,
guy. I can't
yeah.
remember his name. And I watch it every time a new episode comes up. I watch it, and people come into his pawn shop and they try and like swindle him and stuff, and he'll figure it out.
So good.
Yeah.
He's so good. He knows everything. He goes, he'll be like, well, if you look at the bevel, this is different, whatever. So that's not. And they're like, really?
Yeah.
Like some people are just like, I didn't know. And the other people are like, trying to put a brick in a box.
Right.
Like, he's like, come on, get out of here.
They'll come in like, he's like, well, how much you want? He's like, I want $100. It's like, honestly, man, I can only sell this for $15. I'll give you $5.
Yeah.
And they'll be like, okay, I guess.
What's the right answer? If somebody says, how much you looking to get? I mean, if I only want $100, I'm going to tell them I'm looking for 10 grand.
Yeah, I think you let them make the offer first and see you work from there or whatever. But, you have a price in mind and be able to walk, but most people aren't ready to walk. Most people go in hoping to get $200 and will take $75.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
There's a lot of I watch these, there's a lot of YouTube vloggers that do like theme park reviews. I watch those all the time for some reason. I love it.
Yeah. I mean, I do watch a lot of YouTube stuff. I'm just saying there's there's no like a Mr. Beast or one of those guys like the Sturniolo triplets that my daughter watches. There's nothing like that I tune into all the time that are just doing things in their house.
Yeah, I am strictly Instagram. I really am, and I like watching restaurant reviews or food reviews. Yeah. People, I love watching people eat.
Dang It's Wayne is my favorite. That guy.
Who is it?
Dang It's Wayne.
What does he do?
I like Baby Dumpling.
He does food reviews in his car.
Oh,
and he goes to all kinds of different restaurants and he did reviews like burgers.
I watch Mukbang Mommy.
That hurt too. Yeah,
it's fun, but it's funny because do you try any of these places?
Yeah, sometimes.
And do you agree with the people?
Yeah, off and on.
Because I just look at them and I go, I don't know what you like. You know what I mean?
There's a girl here locally, and Kaylee Eats, and I watch her Instagram all the time.
Yeah,
really? And she just
pops up.
Yeah, she just does reviews in her car.
There was a girl I saw the other day, and you know how on Instagram they'll have those shorts that'll pop up, and you can watch different stuff. And she was in her car, and I was like, what is this? Very attractive. From Tampa. She was from Tampa.
Yeah.
And she was breaking it down what gym you go to and what kind of guy you are.
Oh, yeah.
And it
I saw that.
And it was pretty funny and it was good. And I was like, and she had a lot of followers. I don't know her name, but she was from Tampa. And I was like, oh, that's interesting.
The weird thing is when you, if you follow a couple different ones, they all review the same stuff. I saw the same 5 or 6 people review the pickle sandwich at Jimmy John's.
Well, if it's new,
all the viral things they'll review.
But I will say the best part of that is they will try secret menu items or if you, depending on who you follow, they'll show you how to order to get double the protein and stuff like that, and so that way you can eat out. But when you're on a diet and stuff like that,
there's no way those Starbucks people and they're like, here's a way for you to get free Starbucks, and I'm gonna be like, hey, can I have my free Starbucks? And they're going to go, we don't do free Starbucks. Actually, in your fine print, it said, oh, can you imagine me doing that?
I saw one the other day, and they showed you how to get 9 tacos from Chipotle for the price of just the bowl.
Well,
you order a burrito.
So I remember there was that hack before where you order the bowl and then you get tortillas with it. So you order tortillas and you actually get 3 burritos for the price of a bowl. And
crazy.
For the same price, you got 9 tacos for the price of 3.
Yeah. Some of the other stuff. This one is for your wife. Stanley Cups. Not the NHL Stanley Cup, but the Stanley Cup. Yeah, I see people all the time with it, and I go. I saw a person the other day, and I go, of course, Stanley Cup.
I don't know why our Stanley Cups keep growing. We're still getting them.
Yeah,
they make new ones, and we have to have them.
I have an off-brand one right now, Joe. If you put the camera on, but it's cool because it's Chamberlain, but it's actually a nice little off-brand one.
I will tell you that somebody a long time ago got me one of those RTC cups, whatever, from Walmart.
Yeah.
It's fantastic.
Oh, yeah.
I have Yetis. I have different ones, whatever.
They're all the same.
That one's one of my favorites.
You, the Stanley Cup does keep things cold, and it is very good at spill proof. So I do enjoy it. When my daughter has a game, I'll take a cup every once in a while of water just so I don't die while I'm out there.
Right. This one is definitely close to home. This is a list of things that are popular that you have no interest in. Sports betting.
Oh, come on now.
It has taken over our lives.
Yeah.
It has taken over our lives.
People are crazy.
Yeah. I think everybody's a little bit interested, especially if you win. You're like, oh, this is great.
Yeah.
I just don't win is the problem.
Yeah.
I'm on a little bit of a downturn right now. I got to keep swinging that bat, see what happens.
Well,
turn it around.
I usually bet on the Bucks, and I got nothing to bet on this weekend. So I don't know enough about other teams other than to make win-loss picks.
I got to tell you, I do a lot of research on the stuff, and I really try and get picks that'll make sense, whatever. Last night, the running back for the Rams was their leading receiver going into the game.
Right.
He had the most receptions, most yards, everything. Did terrible.
Yeah.
I had him over 40. receiving yards and didn't get it.
Which, by the way, Miami won, and Miami was the only Florida team to win this weekend.
Miami won, which means Ian won.
Right.
So Ian is in. He got that win by himself because he and I were tied.
I do have those scores.
How many losers does that make now?
Well, hang on. Let's finish this one.
Yeah.
This has the last thing on it is stuff that's popular. You have zero interest in AI generated influencer content. Or really anything AI.
I love that.
I love
I
AI.
like AI.
It's
I
just,
like
it's
AI.
fun.
It's fun to play with.
It's fun now, but it's taking over. Have you seen like the AI influencers that are making like 10, 20 grand?
Yes,
No.
I want to figure out how to make those.
Yeah.
I saw a thing the other day that was pretty funny. It was, God, I don't even remember. It might have been here. I don't remember. I saw it was a guy who wrote an email, a nasty email, and then it said to AI to make it nice, and it changed all the words to make it so it wasn't
I've seen
nice.
that.
Yeah, I saw one where dad was, or what is it? It's for the Chrome phone, their Gemini or whatever. It was during the Olympics, and it was like, Gemini, write a letter to my daughter's favorite Olympian and tell her how much I love you and stuff. And then it wrote like a really nice letter, and then it sent it, and it's like, but she didn't do that.
Yeah.
So does it really mean that much?
There is a commercial right now for, I think, Gemini, the AI thing, whatever, where the guy's in the cubicle and lady next to him and stuff, and he's, just sloppy looking dude, whatever. And he's like, hey, Mark, it's Brian. I think this report needs a little juicing up, so we're gonna have to. And then he goes, Gemini, make it business savvy, whatever. And it's like,
that's cool.
If you can get back to me in the meantime, blah blah blah, and this and that and everything. And the guy reads it and he goes, Mark.
I'm convinced AI will eventually replace all of us.
Yes.
In this profession.
Not me.
It's already starting.
It'll eventually be AI president.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
What you see on TV, on television and stuff, what you hear, 100%.
The scariest thing that I ever heard was when we played that audio of the AI when it realized it was AI.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And it was like,
I called my wife.
Found some, yeah.
And the phone just rang.
Yeah.
They already have radio stations that are full AI hosts.
Sure.
Yeah.
And stuff with music.
Yeah,
Even
for
for top
music,
40
you don't
stuff,
really,
you can-
doesn't matter.
But even for talk, it's not going to matter. They have
Remember the Joe Rogan clip?
Yeah. You couldn't even tell it was him.
Yeah. He did like a whole hour interview with somebody.
With the creator of AI.
Yeah.
The most interesting thing, I think, and you see it and you go, wow, that's really going to be true, is Minority Report with the targeted advertising where it scans your eyes. And
it does that now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're getting targeted advertising now.
Oh, we talk about it all the time, how you say something on the show and then it shows up in your feed and you're like, I didn't do anything. I didn't type anything in, but
Did intermittent fasting make the list?
No.
I am not interested in that.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
we can tell.
Makes sense.
That's something. The last one is the endless cycle of reboots and remakes.
Oh, I like
Yeah.
those.
Make
I'm
your
in.
own thing, though. Like, I like every once in a while, but it gets to the point where you're like, so nobody's creative anymore, or they're just denying everyone. Like, if you come up with a creative idea, you just don't get in. Nope, we're going to make another Roadhouse.
Here's the thing, though. Like, like don't call that Roadhouse if you're going to do that.
Yeah.
Make another movie and just call it we ripped off Roadhouse.
Right.
Like most B movies do. Like The Longest Yard, the one with Burt Reynolds.
Yes.
That was a great movie.
Yes.
And it was a great idea. But also it was done in a time where the effects weren't good, the storylines could have been written better, the actors could have been better. Now I would make a movie like that and I would make it great. And it would, like what Adam Sandler did, made it a joke. You know,
Right.
Like he
Make
made
it a
joke.
believable guy that's a quarterback.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
or I get it. He wants to cast himself as the quarterback, but I mean, the whole thing with the cheeseburger guy and then the Nick Totoro is so over the top. Like I know it's a comedy. I get it, but it's just the first one wasn't a comedy like that.
No.
Like if you're going to remake that movie, remake it strong. You know.
Oh,
make it-
see, I like that. You remake it a completely different movie. You take the same storyline, but instead of making it serious, it's a joke, and then that way you can't compare it to the first one. It's like the what is it? Like the Scary Movies, or what's the other franchise that did that?
I know what she did. I don't know. Or Scream. I don't know.
Like Not Another Teen Movie, like those types of things.
Oh, the parody.
Yeah, like they're mocking the other one.
But they're mocking like a whole style of movie.
You're right.
Yeah.
Right.
Genre. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to see anybody remake The Godfather because it's a classic. But if you were to remake The Godfather now with you look at the things that Coppola wanted that they wouldn't give him. Well, now you get $100 million to make a movie. He was struggling to get $10 million back in the day.
Yeah, but did that make it why it's so good? Because he had to struggle and he had to.
Yeah, that's a bad example of there's another great example of movies like a Hitchcock movie like Psycho where. They didn't even show blood. They didn't show any murder, rather, and they didn't show any blood because it was in black and white.
Do you remember what they did with that?
What?
They did a remake of Psycho,
Vaughn, yeah.
shot for shot remake with Vince Vaughn. It was like, what is happening?
Yeah,
that was weird.
I don't know. I just I don't mind the remakes and the reboots if there's some imagination brought into it and they do something.
Yeah, if you could do a good job with it, but there's
make something better.
And there's a lot of times where they're not making it better,
Right.
and there's a lot of times where you're like, oh, you shouldn't remake that.
Yeah.
Oh, Steve Martin remaking Pink Panther. Ugh,
No,
stop
you
it.
didn't like that, yeah.
Stop it. I mean, like you're literally taking comic genius and you're going to remake that? Good luck.
Yeah. Well, that's somebody
And I like Steve Martin. I like Steve Martin, but Peter Sellers, I mean, that role, could you imagine anyone else doing that role as well as Peter Sellers?
No, and it's, now you're just copying Peter Sellers.
Right.
And trying to do what he did because
and not
he
doing it
created
as well.
that. Yeah, exactly.
That's wild.
I will tell you, Tom Cruise, Mission Impossible, way better than the television show.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, because they got money and stunts and time and the budget to do those sort of things.
I don't think I've even watched the TV show.
The TV show
was old.
Yeah.
but it was good. Like, it doesn't hold up now because they have crazy little tiny cell phones, and you're like, oh my God, what is that?
Mission Impossible, I just think Tom Cruise now.
Yeah.
He is Mission Impossible.
He owns the franchise.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of movies that were TV shows that became successful in doing that. MASH. MASH was a movie and then a TV show, and it was great, both. The movie and the TV show.
Yeah.
I'm more a fan of the TV show.
Yeah. I think most people are, and that's another thing. They changed the characters and they changed most of the actors, and
I think if you're not attached to the original, it's a lot easier. So, and they figure that 20-somethings are going to go see this thing that they didn't even know was a thing before. I mean, there's a lot of bands that do that. They take a hit song from the 70s and they do it, and you're like, oh, this is a great song, and you're like, do you know that's a remake, right? That's a cover.
How about this for blasphemy? You can't remake Seinfeld.
No.
With anybody.
No.
You can remake Friends.
No.
Yes, you can.
You
just get a bunch of good-looking white kids and throw them in an apartment.
I'm telling you right now, they've tried over the years, though.
New Girl.
They didn't call it Friends, but they tried to do it. Take that thing, whatever. I don't think you captured the perfect people at the perfect time with the perfect show and doing all that stuff. If you tried to remake Friends called Friends and you had Ross and Rachel and this and that, whatever. We're not going to enjoy it, but other people may. Younger people.
That's what I think. You take a new audience, a new young audience. You put Sabrina Carpenter in there and a couple other people, you guys you've kind of seen before but don't really know.
Right.
And then you have the same writers that wrote Friends write for them, and
the same scripts.
Just a bunch of but I mean, just a bunch of people, the kids that live in an apartment building in New York. You have new friends.
But now think about this for Seinfeld. You take Matt Rife and put him in New York, and he's a comedian. He's going around and trying to be a stand-up comedian. It works.
No.
Same thing. No. Yeah, because you don't see it that way because that was a show that you watched, that you grew up, that you
based
loved.
on his real life,
and it's a show about nothing.
Yeah, like his show. Right. I mean, it was based on characters in his real life. So if you take a guy like Matt Rife, who's got a friend with one leg and a lady that lives across the hall from him, then he's got something to talk about. So maybe, but
it wasn't Larry David's life, not Seinfeld.
No,
right.
but it was Seinfeld, and then Larry David's based on George. George is based on Larry David, and then Kramer was a real Kramer,
right?
That lived across the hall. And when you watch Seinfeld now and know that that's Larry David, it's 10 times funnier. Yeah. Because you know that these are things that Larry David would really like. You're like, who would ever say the things that George says?
Right.
Then you know Larry David would say that.
Oh, I mean, I love Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Yeah, Curb Your Enthusiasm is great.
Yeah.
And that's because the genius that was in Seinfeld, it just continued into a different show, which is the same characters in the different show.
Because they literally came up with the show in the diner, and they were talking about stuff, and they were talking about writing a show, and they were talking about whatever, and Larry goes, "This is it. This should be the show. Just us talking about this."
You know what's funny is I did the podcast with Bobby because Bobby and I had great phone conversations together. We laughed so hard on the phone. I'm like, nobody's hearing this. It's just me and you. We should do a podcast. You know? All right, Carmen, tell us how we did in the football, what the results were from last night.
Okay, I don't have the music right.
You don't need it.
Okay. So, so the scores did change a little bit. In last place, still solo by himself, Gio with 7 wins.
Yes.
Next, with 8 wins, myself and Martine.
Mm-hmm.
With 9 wins, Mike, Joe, and Galvin.
Oh.
And this week's winner is Ian.
There you go.
So,
Am I the only one without a loss?
you are, which this bumped Ian up 2 spots.
Oh.
So, in the order of first to last in the overall football picks, with 1 win, 2 losses, Mike. With 2 wins, 1 loss, Martine and myself. With 3 wins, 2 losses, Gio. With 3 wins, 1 loss, Joe and Ian. And with 3 wins, 0 losses, Galvin.
Ooh.
Praise Jesus.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh,
What are you sorry about?
This just in.
I'm sorry.
No,
The whole thing's rigged.
No. Excuse me, I read Gio's score wrong because he lost this week. So it's 3 wins, 3 losses. He still remains in 3rd place, but he does have another loss on that tally.
Oh, okay.
Because he's lost 3 weeks.
All right. That's not so bad. Jay.
Yeah. So nothing changes your place, but you're a loser this week.
So Mike's in last, I'm in first.
Correct.
All right. I'll take it. We still got plenty of time to go.
Right.
Start paying attention a little bit. Make better decisions. Probably come in last.
A lot of close games.
Yeah.
weird
Oh,
games,
yeah. When we come back from break, we're going to play a game. And we're going to give away some prizes. Because we got a lot of things to give away.
All right.
I'm not sure what we're going to play. I know what I like. But we'll see.
But he said that the new Alex Van Halen book, Brothers, is fantastic.
I have it. I've been started to read it.
He said the audio version's great.
Oh, really? I should have got that.
Alex reads it. And it's his stories, so.
Maybe I'll do that because I have a long drive coming up in a couple of weeks to Georgia. Maybe I'll just get that because I'm going to be in the car with my wife, my kids, and my in-laws. You know Evan from Dean Guitars?
Yeah.
He's got this new company out called Meters. They're headphones. And they got the little VU meters on the side.
Oh, nice, yeah.
But they are the most comfortable, awesome headphones. And I can't wear them on the air. I'd be wearing them right now because for some reason, one of the settings that I have in the board, it makes it sound like I have an echo when I'm on here.
Okay.
It's loud and crisp and clean. But
are they Bluetooth as well or no?
Yeah, they're Bluetooth as well.
But they have the plug?
They have the plug. And I wore them in here and cut some commercials with them, and it's great, but it gives me like a little bit of an echo. So, I don't know, somebody smarter than me can take a look at it and figure it out. But when I wear them with my iPhone and everything, works great. They're fantastic. So I have a feeling I'm going to drive to Georgia with the meters on so I don't have to listen to anybody in the car. I don't have to talk about politics. I don't have to talk to my stupid kids.
It's illegal.
What?
Driving with headphones.
Is it really?
Yeah.
All right. So I'll be wearing... I won't be wearing my
a big
meters.
hat.
Yeah.
Or a wig.
Yeah. You can't leave one ear off?
I don't know. That would be maybe
you didn't tell me.
Maybe if we had a lawyer that we could talk to about the law.
I mean, I don't know.
I could
Where
see
would we find one?
state trooper just spotting that and going right over.
Yeah, they're big headphones, but in relation to my head, not so big. Yeah. Our attorney, Dominic Ferriello, should be in the studio with us. Dom?
If you just had a lawyer that knew what the hell he was talking about.
If he knew something about the law.
Let's not get crazy. We don't want to ask for 2 minutes.
Not that Dom guy. Jesus, help us all. Good morning, guys.
Good morning to you. Carmen.
Yeah.
I have no control over my phones and no control over the screener. So if you can take that over, and I will give out the phone numbers. If you got a question for Ask the Dom, 800-771-1025. That's 1-800-771-1025. Dom, welcome to the program.
Absolutely, and I want to say happy post-Veterans Day to everyone out there. I wouldn't know I wasn't with you guys yesterday, but very special day, and thanks to all the veterans that served and that
specifically Mike.
Yeah. I don't know if you heard, but so many people were angry with me because I put it. Now I hear an echo on Dom. You hear
I
that?
do, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's
Change something, Carmen?
there on the board. I'm sure.
I did not change anything.
Carmen.
I
didn't
just
press
turned the mic on.
I just pressed these 4 buttons here. Is that not?
Don't press buttons, please.
I had AI make a picture of me for a salute to the veterans post that I wanted to make, and it put me like in a military uniform, not like a decorated
specific
thing. It just had army type greens on and some fake medals, and 2 people got mad at me, so that was stolen valor.
Well, I was at the
that wasn't me.
That's all right. Well, I was at the VA on Friday doing the Veterans Outreach Program, and a lot of the veterans listen to the show, and obviously the morning show in particular. So I was, chatting with them, and they were asking questions about you guys and everything, and they just love listening to the station. And then after I left the VA, I went to the Veterans Treatment Court, which is at the courthouse. So I had double duty. But I can tell you that a lot of the veterans love the program, whatever that AI photo is. I mean, if it just generates, you might have a couple people that might razz you, but the bulk of those veterans really love listening to the show, and we love them. So just so you know that, Mike.
Yeah, I appreciate that. I can't thank a group like those people more than we do. I know that I'm never going to be that guy, and I can't tell you how much I appreciate those who have sacrificed and still continue to do so. You want to hear something funny? Is I put up a picture on my Facebook of the my dad had a hat with the Forrestal, which was the ship he was on when he was in the Navy, and I always put it up for Veterans Day on my banner for Facebook, and then a couple people comment on it, and one of the guys I thanked for his service this year, his service and his super cool name was Mike Calta, another guy in Tampa named Mike Calta,
really,
who is a career military guy, who I've actually met before. Isn't that kind of weird to think that it's weirder, I think, for him to be named Mike Calta all his life, and then all of a sudden some guy's on the radio with the same name.
Right.
That just seems really weird. Like the first time I ever rolled into town and saw the Calta's gyms that used to be here, I went, whoa, what are we doing here? I never met another Calta before. Now they got their name in neon. So
the crazy thing would be if he looked like you, or vice versa. Then you got your doppelganger.
Complete opposite, skinny, tall, blonde guy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, isn't that weird?
Yeah, you're not going to get confused.
No,
then.
not at all. All right, 800-771-1025. Let's go to Kevin. Kevin, good morning. You're on with Ask Dom. What do you got, Kevin?
Yeah, hey, thanks for taking my call. Hey, Dom.
Good morning.
Good morning. I live in an apartment building, 17 stories in Clearwater, and I have a lease that's from last June to this May 31st into 2025. Just about a month ago, I got a notice from the landlord that they're going to raise my rent 21% mid-lease, and I can't find anything in that lease that says they're allowed to do that.
Well, why would you have a lease if they can just change the rent in the middle?
Well,
they're changing.
What's the reason for the increase? Did you ask them what is the rationale for it, first of all?
I am in a program called LURA, Land Usage Restriction Agreement, which allows apartment buildings, businesses to take tax credits if they let a portion of their apartment building be for lower income families like mine.
I've got you. Okay, so now, all right, so you got a little bit of a different dynamic. So you have to, not only do you have to look at the lease agreement, but you also have to look at the language in the program. So the program may have some contingencies to it based on the number of folks that are in the program for that particular facility might exceed a certain threshold, and then for that, the landlord or the folks that run the premises could then file for a different assessment. But that has to be disclosed probably when you signed up for the program or in some paperwork. So it's not just as simple as the lease. Obviously, if you have an agreement with somebody, they can't mid-lease change the agreement. So if it's not in there, then on its face, then you've got a pretty solid counter argument or affirmative defense. However, if you're there because of a special program, well, all bets may be off contingent on what was the terms and conditions of the program that you went into. So there's a different nuance there. So we'd have to investigate that and then figure out if they have the legal standing to increase by 21% by virtue of you being in the program. Separate and apart from the contract that you guys have, which is the Four Corners document, that you have an offer and acceptance in consideration, which is the terms to establish a contract agreement in the state of Florida. So you got two separate things. If I've explained this correctly, you've got two separate things there that are kind of blending. We have to distinguish them and figure out the legality of the increase based on one or both.
Yeah, what's interesting is I've been there for 6 years, and on the third year, they were about to change ownership, and the prior people that worked for the prior ownership put me into the program. I've actually never signed any paperwork saying that I'm going to be in this LURA program. So I don't know how I got in it, but I'm in it. There's like 20 apartments there that have the LURA program.
Send me the notice. You have email, forward it to me. letter, send it to me. AskTheDom.com. My personal email is just my first name, Dominic, DOMINIC, @AskTheDom.com. Send it to me. I got great folks in the network that specifically handle landlord-tenant law issues, but I would like to see that contact, the original information that was sent to you. Let me look at that if you don't mind.
Yeah. Okay, Dom, I appreciate your assistance. Have a great day.
You're very welcome. Absolutely.
Thank you. 800-771-1025. Let's go to line 1 and Kristen. Kristen, good morning. You're on with Ask the Dom. What do you got, Kristen?
Good morning, Mike and crew. I love you guys, and I hope to get out to Sarasota and see you guys when you play.
We'll be there. Come on by.
I will be. Dom, I just want to say thank you so much for getting back to my email almost immediately when I sent it to you this weekend and hooking me up with Bill. It's been a godsend, and that's it. I just wanted to say thank you.
Well, you're very welcome. A lot of times, this weekend I was in over Saturday and Sunday, Mike, because I was at the VA the majority of the day on Friday, so I wasn't able to get to my other clients. So when I went in, now if I'm at the computer and a message pops up through my website, and I'm there, I mean, you might literally get an instant response because I'm right there. It pops up. I read it. Okay, with something to send to Bill, and it's almost like, how the hell did that happen? Because the timing sometimes just works out. But if not, it's usually day of or within 24 hours that I get back to folks.
Yeah, and it amazes me, Dom. Sometimes when people like send me an instant message, and I'll be holding my phone, and it'll come right through, and I'll respond right back to them. And they're like, "Oh my God, that was so." Yeah, I mean, if you're there, we're certainly there to help you out.
Yeah, and sometimes it's what, like, people call and I'm available at the office. I'm not on your line. I'll pick up. Hey, it's Dom. I'm like, oh my God. I said, well, I'm here. You just happen to catch me at a good time, whatever the case may be, and I'll tackle the issue. And then I get some people that sometimes freak out because they'll recognize the voice. It's like, oh, we live on the air. I go, no, we're not. No. Oh, we live, and I have to convince them that we're not live on the air. Did you speak directly to Bill, or did you guys text? Or how'd you communicate with him?
We did. He responded right away. We've spoken, and we're in the process. And it's just been a godsend. I was panicking, I was freaking out, and it's been great.
Well, I'll tell you, you're in great hands. Bill's. I see Bill every day at the office. He's been with me now about 10 years, 9 or 10 years, long time, and I just love him. He's just a fantastic lawyer. When we try cases together, he just does a great job in trial, and he's just a fantastic friend and a great lawyer. And I wish you luck with your case, ma'am.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Thanks,
You're very welcome.
All right, Pumpkin, thank you. I'm glad Dom is here to help you out. Dom, do you know anything about driving with headphones on?
Yeah, you can't do that.
Why not?
Because it's a distraction. Your normal faculties, which is a lot of people with DUIs. A lot of people say, well, your normal faculties are impaired, which is one of the reasons why folks a lot of times get arrested for DUI. A normal faculty is your ability to hear, your ability to process information that's happening on the roadway around you. And if you limit that, you're limiting a normal faculty. And a lot of people say, when I talk with juries, well, what the hell's a normal faculty? Your ability to talk, to walk, to listen, to respond, to rationalize, reaction time. All of the things that we do on a daily basis is in essence a normal faculty. The ability to stand up, balance, walk to the end of the room, pick something up, come back. That's all a normal faculty. And that's what law enforcement officers are looking at if they're impaired in a circumstance for a DUI investigation. But in your question, you are limiting a normal faculty by wearing earphones. So that's the reason.
Question.
Yes, ma'am.
I've heard this since I was a little kid.
It's not illegal to drive with no shoes on.
Mm-hmm.
It's
is
not.
That what you're asking?
Yeah.
It's not. I knew you were going to ask that. Yeah, it is not illegal.
No.
That's an old wives' tale, huh?
No, because you can function normally.
Just fine, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because the threshold. Really, I think what the legislature's intent in the 316 traffic code, when you look at these things, is the conduct going to impair or limit a normal faculty of an individual, and that's the threshold.
I found that out the hard way when my roommate from St. Leo, Eddie, got arrested in boxer shorts and no shoes. And went to jail, and we were very surprised that they didn't charge him for not having shoes on.
Yeah, well, that's not a good place to be with a very thin layer of clothes.
Yeah,
but,
yeah, he was wearing a t-shirt and boxer shorts, and got caught speeding. Didn't know speeding was a jailable offense in Florida. We'd only lived here for about 12 days.
How fast was he going?
Yeah, he was in the late 80s.
Yeah. Well, see. Yeah. So what happens is if you're exceeding if you go 30 over, it's a mandatory court appearance, but not necessarily a criminal offense. But law enforcement officers have the distinction to cite you for reckless driving, which then becomes a criminal offense. And that's might have what happened.
It was also a case of a Florida cop and a New York kid, and it being 1:00 in the morning, and Dade City, that kind of thing. And I'll never forget the lawyer that got Eddie off his charges. His name was Cheeseman.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll never forget that because I had the wrong number, and I kept calling this angry black man, and he meant, "Man, I already told you ain't no cheese man here." And that's something I'll never forget.
It wasn't Cheese from Old School.
No. Cheese.
Cheese. Yeah, that was the.
Yep, that was the principal, the dean.
The dean.
Yep,
That's right.
Yep. All right, let me go to a couple more calls before we wrap it up. Let's go to Steve. Steve, good morning. You're on with Ask the Dom. What do you got, Steve?
How you doing?
What's up, buddy?
Yes, I was calling. My wife had surgery 2 days after the first hurricane come in.
Okay.
And she got infection when she had surgery, and in her hand where they did the surgery, and it was the Tuesday before the second hurricane. We called the doctor, begged him to get her in to look at it, and he didn't. And he ended up doing 2 more surgeries on her hand. Had infection and flushing it out. I'm wondering, do we have any recourse on this?
Was it MRSA, or what was the infection?
It's they haven't said if it was bone infection or infection, or they just said infection in her hand, and her hand still this is going on 6 weeks. It's double the size of what it was when she had the surgery.
And now, what's the condition of her hand now post several surgeries? Is she on the road to recovery? Is it healing? Is all the infection out as of today?
It's looking better. She's on IVs at home.
Sure.
2 times a day they got her on IVs at home. Okay. And it's still swelled up. The surgical where they cut her open in 3 different places is starting to look better, but her hand's still.
Okay. Yeah, sometimes
like
these things
somebody
happen.
hit it with a sledgehammer.
Yeah, they've got an antibiotic pick. Sometimes is what they call when they put that stuff intravenously, and you have to have that for a series of days or weeks. So if you compile the medical records, you can request all of our medical records. A lot of these hospitals now have portals where you can log in, and they'll put all your medical documents into a portal, like a digital file, if you will, and it's easy to access that. But if you can. Or if she can get the medical records and then send those over to the office, it starts with that for the office to review whether or not there is any medical malpractice or medical negligence is what your question is relating to. And the answer really is going to lie in the order of things and those medical records. So if you can get those over to us, that's the starting point. We'd be more than happy to look at it and then give you our opinion as to whether or not the standard of care by the doctor or hospital was breached. That is the threshold, whether or not those folks breach the standard of care under the circumstances. And then we'll let you know if there is a case there.
Okay, most definitely. We'll get the medical records around and then just send them to your email address.
Yes,
or
that's your homework. Get the records and send them to me at askthedom.com, and we'll take it from there. And then we'll communicate with you or the Mrs. Back or both.
Okay, yeah, I meet with this doctor at 10:30 today, so we'll get all the medical records today, and I'll send them to you.
Yeah, get all the records. You got it. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
All right.
Have a good day.
You too. Yep. Dom, thank you.
Absolutely, Mike. Absolutely.
If you didn't get through today, you can call Dom in his office, 813-251-5550. Or what do we got? What's the schedule for this week?
I am relaxed tomorrow. I did about 7 hours total of radio last week with your show, the election coverage, and my show the next day. So I was tired last week. So tomorrow night we're just back to the Acid Dom, and we've got a traffic law segment. So I got a couple lawyers coming in, talk about the traffic codes, and it's a lot of issues that happen around the holidays. A lot of people are going to be stopped for traffic infractions, and then that seemingly leads to other issues, namely DUIs or things along those lines. The holiday season is upon us, and that's when those kind of ramp up. But it always usually starts with some type of traffic violation, and then it stems from there. So we're going to start that show tomorrow and then kind of make people aware. Just be very careful this holiday season. Obviously, don't drink and drive, and just try to help the listeners out.
All right, thank you. We will take a quick break. It's the Mike Calta Show. We're going to try and play a game if we have time before we get out of here. So get on the phone lines now. We'll see if we can do that next on 102.5 The Bone. Did you hear a rumor that Todd Bowles might be fired?
Yeah, you hear that all the time.
I know, but something popped up like somebody had a little inside information.
Yeah,
I don't think that's true, by the way.
No, the rumor was, I guess, because in his weekly presser, they asked if he was going to be speaking with the Glazers, and he goes, "Yeah, I'll be talking to him later this afternoon."
Is that where it came from?
That's where I think it kind of spawned from.
Interesting.
But then someone pointed out, I think it was Rick Stroud, said that happens all the time.
Yeah, I would imagine so.
The
Communication between the owners and the coach.
And I know people were kind of reading into the fact that Gruden was with the Glazers this weekend.
Yeah. I'm not thinking about Gruden.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about Belichick.
Yeah.
That's the rumor is that somebody's got their eye and tentacles into Belichick.
I mean, I think he's definitely going to end up somewhere.
Jets?
At the end of the year.
Belichick?
Yeah.
You don't think he's happy being retired?
No. He's a football for life guy.
Coach, yeah.
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 He's got a 23-year-old girlfriend.
Yeah, but how do you think he got her? By being an old man with no job?
No, but he also has money to retire. Like, he doesn't need to continue working to have that status and to have that money.
Yeah, but there's a lot of people that their job is their life. You know what I mean? Like,
I get that.
What's his name from Penn State? When he retired, he was dead within a week.
Oh, Joe Paterno?
Paterno, yeah. Like, there's certain people that just, that's it. That's it for him.
Belichick kind of got pushed out in New England, so I don't think he wants to go out that way.
Also, I think he wants to prove that it wasn't all Tom. Tom came to Florida and got a Super Bowl. He wants to show that he can do that as well. And if you took the Jets and turned them around, good grief.
The Jets are so awful.
Awful. I think Rodgers will be on. I think he signed a 3-year deal, maybe. So Rodgers probably on his last year of his deal if he comes back next year.
He ain't coming back.
Yeah. But like other team, like maybe the Cowboys might get rid of Mike McCarthy.
Mm-hmm. There's a lot that are on the bubble.
Yeah.
Who's the guy for the Giants?
Oh yeah.
No, they're going. The general manager's going, and the Giants. The coach is going.
Chicago, they're starting to circle the drain too. They might blow out their coach at the end of the year.
Yeah, they're showing a lot of these different ones that. Like the Jets with Aaron Rodgers, the kid that they had before actually had a better record by now that they replaced Rodgers with. Same with in Chicago.
Yeah.
It was pretty much the same.
Here you got #1 draft pick. You see how Washington's making it work, and now you got a lot riding on it. I think he goes to. I don't think he would come here. I don't know.
I don't think he'd come here either.
I think Belichick wants a big market.
If there was nothing else available for him, I think that maybe he's like, hey, Tom made it work.
Jets, Chicago, Dallas, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Did you see last night, I don't know if you watched the game or not, how they were showing all the people that worked under Shanahan and how they're all head coaches now?
Oh, yeah.
And they're saying, like, this guy really runs every offense in the NFL. Like, he came up with all of this.
That's like Mike Holmgren.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody that came out of Mike Holmgren's camp went on to be
Gruden, McVay, all those guys.
Oh, wow.
Not wanting to play that?
I mean,
You want to keep going?
it's kind of rude. We're in the middle of talking.